Hey, hello, thanks. Welcome back to Sav&D. When we last left off, downtime stuff happened. We're gonna pick up with Celadrie, who went into a closet and hasn't come out yet.
What? Huh?
Yeah.
Celadrie, you need
I'm
to
not
come
coming
out
out
of
of
your
the
closet.
closet
Why not?
because it's comfy in here, and Tom Cruise is in here with me.
Who went into a
Do you
closet.
feel safe
God.
inside your closet?
Until Tom Cruise goes Tom Cruise crazy. Just be glad it's him, not you.
God damn it.
If you had Tom Cruise's troubles, you might be Tom Cruise crazy too.
Oh yeah, I'd hate to be
You'd
a
flash
guy.
your big white shiny smile. You'd buy expensive shoes.
No.
But you'd
Cruise is
be
awesome.
the only man on earth who couldn't enjoy Tom Cruise. Oh no, couldn't enjoy Tom Cruise.
Have you seen the new Mission Impossible?
No.
No.
It's actually really good. I enjoyed it.
The last movie I saw was Inside Out.
Tom Cruise straps himself to the side of a plane. It's pretty
I've
great.
heard a lot about that stunt. Apparently, he actually did that too.
Yeah.
I just-
Like
what
he,
the fuck?
he actually does a lot of his stunts in that movie. Like you could tell they didn't use a ton of CGI. There was, I think, 2 places where it was really obviously CGI, and I'm pretty sure they didn't use much outside of that.
But anyway, so when we last left off, Celadrie, you and Thea got
Uh-huh.
recruited to do a job by the Thieves Guild. Specifically, you went into the mansion of Lord Selwyn Leofric, the head of the Merchants Guild and one of the most powerful men in Pergolith, to go steal a bunch of gems he's been getting from a foreign power.
Yep.
You saw his son and heir Cass getting railed by an orc Amazon, and then went into the master bedroom, saw a sleeping young woman, much too young for Lord Leofric, in the bed, and found a illusory bookcase, which Celadrie fell through.
Yeah.
And now you're on the other
I
side.
didn't fall through.
You pushed your way through and
walked.
grabbed what's her butt and pulled her through.
Yeah.
So you're now on the
I
other side.
like held out my hands and stepped forward, and my hands went through. I grabbed my sister and walked through.
Yeah. Yeah. So, you're on the other side now. You are in a thin staircase leading up about 10 feet and then turning to your left and disappearing up. It is pitch fucking black in here. What do you... Follow-up question, do you
Cast
have dark
light.
vision? Alright. You cast light. It is no longer dark in here. You can see that the stairs are very rickety looking and very, very old. Luckily for you, you can fly and probably avoid them if you so desire.
Yeah, we don't want to alert people.
Yeah, alright. So, you and your sister fly up the staircase, being as quiet as a pair of fluttering little mice.
Flutterbuns.
Flutterbuns! Right up until you get up into an attic. It's a fairly spacious attic, probably running the length of half the house or more. It's unfinished, so you can feel a pretty warm draft coming from beneath you in the various hearth fires, mixed with cold air billowing in from outside. There are a lot of crates, all dusty and covered in cobwebs, surrounding you, but your eye is instantly drawn to a very large mirror with a golden frame on the far side. It's covered in dust like everything else, but looks particularly fine. Beside it sits a statue, or perhaps a mannequin would be the better word, made of stone, depicting a young man holding a hand aloft. Some clothes have been draped over it. It looks like it was meant to hold a very fine set of nobleman's wear, but has long since been abandoned here. Tatters of old silk hang off its shoulders and hips, and its face is worn away to nothing but a featureless mask.
It's awful dusty up here. Shush.
Sorry.
If We're looking for gems he just recently acquired. I don't think they'd be up here in this dusty place. That mirror is awfully suspicious, though.
Suspiciously valuable?
Suspiciously magical? Has to detect magic.
Alright, you do in fact detect magic in that direction.
Does it look like anybody's really been up here lately?
Make me
Footprints in the dust
a
or anything
perception
like that?
check.
Yeah, okay. Well, also, ask my sister this, so you should roll a perception check.
That's not her speciality, but okay. Let's see.
She's a rogue! Or not a rogue. She's a thief. She should be able to look around.
Well, she can look around, it's just... She normally steals stuff that's in plain sight. Let's see, where's the Thieves Guild, stat blocks, Thea. Let's see, which was one? Okay. Hey!
Wow.
Thea informs you that she has no idea. Oh, look at that! And she flies off down the length of the attic towards like some big bonnet sitting on another bust. Whoosh.
Be careful. I will flutter over to the mirror.
Alright.
How big is said mirror?
It's a standing mirror set on a pedestal, and it's about 6 feet tall, 2.5 feet wide or so. About the size of a door, almost. You can see your reflection in the dusty old mirror. And surprisingly, it's in almost perfect condition.
Is there anything written? Like the outside of the mirror, or engraved in the back?
Alright, yeah. You, actually, the mirror has, like, some hinges on the stand that you could use to flip it over if you wanted to read the stuff on the back. You can do.
Or is it, like, up against a wall?
No, it's standing in the middle, but...
Yeah,
you know,
just
there's
fly
boxes
around to the
all
back.
over. Alright, so you flutter up onto some boxes and peer down. And you do indeed see an inscription, which you can roughly translate from what looks like maybe Elvish, a very, very old dialect, saying something
They do have
about rhymes and portals. Some sort of sing my rhyme to transport yourself, maybe. The translation is really rough, but... There you go.
Okay, hold on. Flutter down to it.
Right.
Oh, I'm trying to think of one here. Mirror, mirror,
It's not
in the dust, show me Sig post haste?
What?
What?
Not really.
Dustin hit, yeah, nothing happened.
Just,
That was
Mirror, mirror in
Yeah.
the dust, give
No,
me
no,
a
it's
view
just-
of six bust.
now I can't use that one.
Damn right you can't.
Shut up, Sig.
Come up with your own shit.
Meanwhile, Thea appears behind you wearing a big red bonnet on her otherwise invisible head.
Wouldn't it then turn invisible?
Nah, man, it's got all dust and everything. The invisibility spell's like, nah, I can't do anything with this, man.
So this looks like some kind of magic mirror.
What? That's just from fairy tales. Come on. Let's get this thing out of here, though. We could probably sell it for a bunch.
Not only is there magic in this world, the two of you are fairies. I have problems with that line. I'm sorry, I just had to point that out.
Mirror, mirror in the dust, show me the gems for which we lust.
Ah. Alright. You see faint swirling underneath the dust. And then you see a large wooden chest sitting in a very small room lit by torchlight. The chest is unlocked as far as you can see. But there's definitely someone very close by to it.
Is there a small chest in a small what?
In a small room.
Okay. You cut out when you're saying that, so. Unless it was just me.
I think it was just you. He didn't cut out for me.
Oh. Well. Alright. So, small room, somebody nearby. It's probably in like a closet or something. There. So, see this chest? Memorize this chest.
You see the little bonnet where your sister's headed. Let's get real close to the mirror.
Don't touch it. It's a magic mirror. It's fucked up. It's weird. Don't trust it.
Like, the second before you say something, you see a shimmering on the front of the mirror as some of the dust just vanishes, about the size of your finger. Ooh.
Does the dust then appear in the picture?
Yes. And then sort of whooshes away in the wind.
Ooh. I think if we stepped through there, we'd get the chest. Be at the chest.
You hear someone say, "Huh? What? What was that? Do you hear something?"
Oh.
And then you hear a voice in Elvish saying, I heard nothing. Go back to whatever it is you're doing, Catfolk." And the voice in common saying, "What? Damn." And the torchlight nearby, out of focus, moves somewhere else.
Okay, we've got to be very quiet. Okay, you stick your head through, see if you see anybody.
No, wait, she's got the bonnet.
Yeah, right before she sticks her head through, I'll take the bonnet off.
Alright, so grab the bonnet here. And finally she pulls the strap off and through the mirror. And a very fairy-shaped silhouette of dust just vanishes. And a moment later, let me see here what she can do. Boop. Hey. Alright.
Probably the knock spell.
Well, she doesn't want to cast the knock spell. She's invisible right now.
It's true, but if there's nobody in the room...
Well, if there's nobody in the room. But there is. As your sister will whisper back when she whooshes through the mirror again. There's one of those creepy elf guys in there. And then some guard.
That's racist.
You're racist.
Okay. I have an idea.
Huh? So Celadrie, you're not invisible right now, right? Like that spell got pulled off you?
Right.
Okay, cool. So as you're saying, I've got an idea, you feel a hand on your shoulder. And it's not Thea's.
Charm person.
Alright. You spin around and throw down a charm person spell right into the face of the statue, which is looking down at you with its featureless face. I think it's time
Oh.
to roll initiative.
How do I dismiss this thing? We've got to be super quiet. Son of a bitch. Okay. Initiative. I have no token with which to roll initiative on.
Hold on. Just use the party token. Aha.
Ugh.
Behold. Alright. Obviously, non-representative gargoyle is non-representative. Let's
Obviously
see.
can't cast Celadrie's Massive Milky Memories on it.
Let's see. What's its initiative? Plus 1. A
I
plus
don't know what's
gargoyle.
better.
A fucking
The
plus.
story of a thief running away because they gave their pursuers huge boobs, or the fact that you've had that planned for an indeterminate amount of time.
Indeterminate.
How long?
Everybody's got to have huge boobs.
It's okay, they're not necessarily permanent.
Alright, so.
If this
Celadrie.
was Sav&D, they would be.
Well, yeah, obviously.
I mean, you have to fail a second fort save for to gain 1 cup size.
Anyway, Celadrie, Thea. There's a statue with its hand on your shoulder.
Yes.
What do?
Hi.
The statue cocks its featureless face to the side, and you can feel its grip tightening on your shoulder. Your turn. What do?
Hmm. I'm trying to find a spell that I can do. So this thing definitely looks like some kind of construct, or...
You don't know. It's a featureless man that appears to be made of marble and is wearing very fine noble's clothes.
The charm person didn't work, right?
Correct.
So... pretty good hint that everything else won't work. Magic missile?
Pew pew pew. All right, roll it up.
Roll 5d4.
All right, the statue recoils as your missiles blast a chunk out of its chest. Bits of marble scatter to the floor and tumble through the vortex of the mirror. And the creature lumbers backwards. Thea flies back, and then you hear a whoom next to you as the portal shimmers. Let's see. The creature is going to continue to just crush your shoulder. So it's going to use... Let's see. Alright, I assume all of those probably hit you.
Ah, yes. 4 attacks?
Yes. You take a total of 38 damage as it grabs you with its hands and starts crushing at your collarbones. And you see its chest and shoulders deform and melt, and another pair of hands comes out and tries to grab at your face, clawing at your eyes.
Help! Also, I have no idea what my hit points are.
Presumably max.
token.
Yeah. Have a character sheet.
Yeah, but it's hard.
Fuck. Fine. Here.
Yay.
Alright, it's your turn again.
There went all my hit points from a class.
just got hit by a truck.
Mirror, mirror, standing there. Send this statue into the air.
Alright. The mirror shimmers, and then you see a vision of the wide open sky, but the statue does not move. I'll call that a move action there. Then activate the mirror.
Or the shot.
Am I being grappled right now?
No, you can escape if you want to. It's
Okay, so
it's
5
just
foot
making-
step back.
Alright, yeah, sure. You
And
throw its arms off and flutter back.
burning arc on
Alright.
just one target.
Go ahead.
So he has to make a reflex save.
Alright, I
Half
assure you
damage.
that's totally its best save. /Y. Alright.
Alright, so he takes full damage. If he's vulnerable to fire damage.
Let's see, I don't think he is. Yeah. No, your spell appears to have full effect, and the creature lets out a horrible, ear-piercing shriek and stumbles back. Stone flesh melts off of it, and it recoils into the shadows. And on
Anytime you want to hop in here, sister.
You have the distinct impression she fucked off through the portal, which is now looking at someplace else. So yeah, the statue creature
Wait.
stumbles off into the shadows, out of sight.
She fucked off into the air portal?
No, the one before it. Into the treasure room.
Yeah. I thought she came into that one. Or came back in.
Yeah, and then you got attacked, and then she flew back in.
Oh. So, fuck.
You're alone, basically.
Okay, Mirror, mirror in the dust, show me my sister's bodacious bust.
Alright. The mirror shimmers, and you see... Uh-oh. Alright,
I'm a little concerned by the fact that you described your sister's bust as bodacious.
It's pretty great.
I'm on time crunch.
Shut up and let it happen.
So...
Okay, Kinathis.
You see in the mirror...
We're twin sisters, too, so...
Shut up and let it happen.
Twin sisters.
Yes, twin sisters. Yes. So you see the mirror flicker, and then you see the treasure room again. And suddenly Thea appears on top of the treasure chest, squatting down on top of it, fiddling with a lock. She looks up.
You're visible.
Alright, so Celadrie, what do you do on your turn? That's a move action to activate the mirror, so you have another move or standard. What do? Your sister is in imminent danger now.
Imminent danger from what?
Probably the people in the room with her.
I will, whisper. Cast invisibility and get through here.
Alright, she does so just in time as you see a figure step around a corner in the room, carrying a torch and looking around. Huh? Something's going on in here. He looks around and sees these bits of stone and dust covering the floor. What in the hell? He takes a knee and starts brushing through it. And then Thea comes tumbling through.
Invisible.
Yes, invisible. You see the mirrors shimmer and dust poofs everywhere.
Okay, so she is through.
Yes. She is on your side now.
Mirror, mirror in the dust, show me Siegfried who is so just.
Alright, the mirror flickers, and you see Sig standing around in the courtyard of his castle next to a well, arguing with some knights.
Sig, I need your help,
Sig, you hear that?
What?
Just out of nowhere.
I'm just gonna be like, hang on a second, I heard something. And I will look around for the source.
Can I stick my hand through?
Yeah, you can stick your hand through. So, Sig, you see a hand just materialize right in front of you. The knights around you all just draw their swords.
I was about
Witchcraft!
to say, do not knock on your murder hobo.
Guys, didn't we just fucking do a mission with a bunch of mages? Chill out. Okay, thanks. Celadrie, is that you? Sounds like you.
I'm being attacked!
Okay. What am I supposed to do about it?
Take my hand.
Oh boy. I'll do it.
Alright, Celadrie, make a strength check.
Oh, God.
Pull Sig
My
through.
best.
Can I
stat.
oppose the strength check and try to pull third out?
Yes! Alright, oppose strength, roll it.
You're being attacked. I need to save you.
Everything goes wrong.
Come on, Dice Gods, give me a show here.
Oh. Okay, here comes my strength check.
Alright, 8. Sig,
I
roll
was-
strength.
I was joking. I'm fine with the.
Oh.
I don't want to be needlessly obtuse and ruin everything for him.
Alright,
And get my sister killed.
so Sig, you get yanked like halfway through some sort of portal that's about 3 feet off the ground. So you're face first in the dust right now. And there's some sort of fire nearby, and there's smoke and ash in the air. You cough and splutter. And your legs are just flailing around inside your castle's walls. Roll initiative, please. Your token should be on the map.
I'm being attacked. I'm being attacked.
My token doesn't have stuff.
God,
And thanks,
babies.
Oral.
Savin, why didn't you fill out my token for me?
God! There. Oh well, if you already filled out your goddamn self, then... Alright.
No, but that one doesn't have my AC.
Wait now, motherfucker. Alright, so that was... Let me cycle initiative here. Alright. So that was Celadrie's action. Thea is going to... Let's see... Alright, so Sig, just as you teleport in, you hear a spellcaster chanting, and then all of a sudden, the ceiling grows incredibly dark. You look up in time to see an enormous bear spider scuttling along the ceiling. It is a huge, horrid creature with the legs of a spider, the body of a bear, and several huge black eyes around a
Power attack.
mouth full. Alright. Well, it's not your turn, but yeah, alright. So Sig looks like she's gonna just lunge at this thing.
It's
No,
a friend.
No, it's gonna die.
Alright.
Oh, it's a friend.
It's a spider. It's gonna die.
Shit, that's right. Fuck.
So, Celadrie,
Yeah.
what's your combat maneuver defense?
Shit. Why?
Out of idle curiosity.
16.
Okay, well, so you're standing over Sig, pulling her through the portal, and suddenly you feel a quartet of hands on your shoulders, and you just get sucked up into the boxes overhead. And Sig, you see Celadrie get yanked into the shadows by these 4 huge muscular arms. And just
That are not
right-
spider arms.
Not spider arms. Look like statue arms. So yeah, Sig, it's your turn.
Shit.
All right.
Spider Bear and also Celadrie.
So I stand up from prone and pull my legs through,
Alright. Move action.
and then I will move over to it, and I guess that's all I can do this turn.
Move over to
but I
which?
will
The Spider Bear? or-
Spider bear,
Alright.
and I will be screaming about how I'm going to murder it for being a monstrosity.
Alright. Because, yeah, I mean, obviously that's the thing that's
Which
attacking
not
Celadrie,
exist.
right? Alright,
We yelling at Celadrie to stay back. I'll save you.
I'm like in a fucking box. Although I suppose you'd see my twin sister.
No, Thea is nowhere in sight.
No, even after casting a spell?
She's probably in cover and or stealth, but yeah.
Okay.
She's not in Sig's line of sight. So yeah, Celadrie, you are being grappled by this four-armed statue, which has thrust you up against the back of a crate and is trying to strangle you. What do?
Help me, Sig.
I am. I'm gonna kill it.
Not that.
I'm gonna try and break free.
I'll get the
Alright.
statue next. This is more pressing.
Fuck you. Should have called Backy.
You should have known not to call me when spiders are involved.
They weren't involved at the time.
But unfortunately, Thea's one offensive spell is to bring in a huge illusion shadow spider bear. Which, of course, she would do. Alright, 17. Yeah, you don't break free at all. You
I didn't think so.
flail weakly at its forearms. So Thea's gonna go. Let's see. So she sees this random person lunging at her spider bear.
Oh, I would have been talking about Sig. We
Like-
we share everything. We don't keep secrets. I'd have told her about my dumbass compatriots.
Alright. I'll give that to you. Roll a d20 on a 10 plus. She'll remember and not attack Sig. Alright, so Sig.
Sorry.
Yo.
There's some panic magic going on here. Let me look up this spell real quick. Not the 20 hit dice. Alright, Sigmic will save.
Oh, that's my best save.
Good.
Is this
God damn
versus
it.
fear?
Should've called
No,
Backy.
this is against an enchantment.
This should call Backy. Or Rensa.
You should have, but
don't
you
know why
didn't.
I don't know why.
Alright, so Sig, you got pulled through this portal, saw your friend get slurped up into the shadows. The spider bear's lunging down. You leap to attack it and then fall flat on your face, dead asleep. Thunk! As deep slumber hits you.
God damn it.
I don't know why you called Siegfried first.
Shit
This is
show.
just a fucking heist movie where everything goes wrong.
Alright, so Gargoyle's turn.
Mission improbable.
So it's using two of its arms to strangle you. It is now going to punch you twice in the abdomen. Boop, boop.
Hit.
Alright, you take 16 points of damage from it punching you.
The part where everything goes wrong.
Wasn't there
Yeah.
a guy in the room?
There's a guy in the treasure room, but the portal closed before he could investigate.
The portal is now looking over Sig's stronghold.
Yeah, and now they're hearing like magic and ka-thunk, 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 and probably some like and yeah, Sig's falling asleep.
Sig doesn't snore.
Alright,
Girls don't
Nobody thinks-
snore.
Unless they're Siegfried.
so
Or
Sig's
fart.
asleep. I don't think you get a saving throw against that. No, I don't think so. Sit. You are face flat. Celadrie, you have 2 hit points left, and a creature is trying to strangle you. What do?
I can try and break free, or I can try and cast a spell. I don't know what spell I could possibly cast that would help me. Fireball? If I want to go out in a blaze of glory?
Oh yes, just burn the whole building down.
Christ Almighty.
Oh my god.
This sounds like absolutely nothing can go wrong.
I could minty boom dazzle? just as bad.
Won't burn the house down.
Why are all of your ideas bad?
I guess
All right,
I'll try to
hold
burning
on.
arc it again.
Hold on, Celadrie. Just because I am a nice, kind, forgiving DM, roll me a spellcraft check or a nature check. Either one.
Spellcraft.
Oh God, no SRD. Don't fail me now.
Fail him now.
It's a good thing I have fuckloads of ranks in that.
All right, cool. So you recall suddenly that charm person only works on humanoids, which is a distinct class different from magical beasts or monstrous humanoids. Other enchantment spells might work on it.
Gargoyles. Hold person. Wait, no, that's person. Fuck.
Yeah. Use your spells wisely. That's your one warning.
Hold on.
Why use them wisely when you can summon Sig from whatever he's doing and put him to sleep?
Literally just everything went wrong with that.
I will cast. Hideous laughter.
Okay.
We're gonna have to make this quick once this fucker's dead. So I have to make a spellcraft check, or no, a concentration check, just to cast the spell. It should be DC 19. Spell level is 2. So caster level.
Also, whole
Plus-
person works on any humanoid creature, so technically, I guess enchantment spells are weird.
Yeah, any humanoid is the same as charm person.
No. Hold on.
That's why there's also a hold monster spell.
Yeah, I guess that's probably
Just like
why.
there's a hold or a charm monster spell.
You could use hold person on Sig. That'd be a great use of your time.
Funnily enough, clerics learn hold person, but they don't learn hold monster. It's weird.
That's probably because in the original game they didn't get high enough level to learn that. It's like what, a 6th
Yeah,
or
but
7th
when
level spell?
When they redid it for 3.0,
Yeah,
you'd think they'd have added.
think, right? But
Anyway, here's my concentration check.
I think that's probably enough.
Thank you, RN Jesus.
Yeah, that's gonna
So
do it.
he has to make.
We'll say
God, I hope he doesn't have a loud voice.
Right.
Or
It's Metal Gear as soon as you go into alerts. That
What
is
is
just
this?
Metal
Hideous
Gear.
laughter?
Crap.
All right. So
Crap
what?
battle.
So what joke do you tell this thing to make it collapse in laughter?
I'm too pretty to die this early.
Right. You hear this horrible grating rumbling sound. And the thing just flops onto its back and grabs its stomach.
Sounds like it's trying to vomit.
Sounds like a neckbeard enjoying a laugh.
Thanks, DCL.
Safe doesn't sound like that when he laughs.
Oh, thanks, man. Cunts. Minus 100 experience to everybody.
Actually,
100.
That's all of it. Back on level 1, fuckers.
no, the thing is about when Savin laugh, all I'm thinking is Motley.
Is who? What?
Penelope Pitstop.
Motley.
Oh,
Big dastardly and Motley, you know?
yeah.
Alright, so Celadrie, you are free of this thing's grasp. Sig is
5 foot
asleep
crawl.
on the ground. All right, you crawl away. All right. Thea suddenly materializes like 2 feet away from you on top of a box. Says, "Oh, I was about to get him for you. We gotta get out of here. Grab your friend.
Wake him up. I have an idea."
All right, Sig, you wake up to getting slapped in the face.
Oh.
You look up and see. Yeah, you see Celadrie standing over you who just looks like he just slapped you. And then a giant spider bear looming overhead.
Alright, I'm gonna stab it.
Alright. It meows at you right before you stab it in the face. And it
No,
poops.
ventriloquism. Some kind of freakish chimera. Stab it.
It explodes in a shower of sparkles.
Fuck.
Mr. Scratches, no!
God damn it! I forgot its name was Scratches.
Summon him later.
Mr. Scritches.
Oh, did the spider eat Mr. Scritches?
He was Mr. Scratches. You killed him! You killed him, you bastard! Celadrie yells in your face, grabbing you by the shoulders.
Don't be silly. Spiders can't be pets.
It wasn't Celadrie that yelled it.
Yeah, it is. It's Celadrie standing right on top of you. And there's also Celadrie like 2 feet away who looks like she just got beat up by a boxer.
Oh my god.
There's 2
Why are there
Celadries.
2 of you?
Mirror, mirror, you're the best. Show me the gems inside the chest.
Alright. You see the chest from a top-down perspective, just full of gemstones.
Yank them all out.
Alright, you pull everything out. Third, roll me a d20. You want to roll low.
Want to roll low.
Yes.
Oh boy.
Alright,
Oh,
cool.
thank God.
You manage to pull out all the gemstones before anything happens, and strangely enough, you can't hear anything, but actually, hold on. How long does Hideous Laughter last?
9 rounds.
Alright, so...
I'm doing this like right after I
Yeah, I know.
get up.
But still, it takes some time to scoop all this shit out, and you gotta find a bag and scoop it into. So, luckily, no one's coming up the stairs yet. If you've alerted the rest of the house, they don't know you're in the attic. But you look over and you can see that the statue is gone.
Oh, motherfucker.
Alright, so, you
Yeah,
have all the
Sig.
gems.
There's a murderous statue around here.
Yeah, I'll get to that. I'm just making sure Spider doesn't come back.
You said the attic was unfinished.
Yeah.
Is there a window?
Yeah,
Or
there's a window.
Open
Well,
section?
good point there. It's not really windows. Like, there's sections where you can see the air outside. Like, you could stick your hand out into the open breeze, but there's no, like, full-on opening to get out of.
Okay. Okay, Thea, we're gonna have to come back later.
What? But we got the gems. What's going on?
I want this mirror.
Well, yeah, but hey, they're going to be on high alert and stuff. And there's a statue. Look out behind you!
Fucking statues.
Alright, you turn around just in time to see this statue. Have you ever played Resident Evil 4, Celadrie? Or 3rd?
Celadrie is
Celadrie obviously is not, but has 3rd.
And I have not either.
Alright, so... The statue, this faceless, gray, blubbery monstrosity its stone is sloughing off, and it's coming at you in this jerky, hideous motions, completely unhuman-like, as it stumbles forward.
Is it using cement?
and it reaches a hand out towards you, but it's going to take it another turn to get up in your grill. What do?
Burning arc.
All right, you burn the shit out of it. Roll it up.
Fuck you.
Does it save?
Ah, fuck you.
All right.
Obviously.
So you blast it in the face with fire. It makes another grumbling, stony shriek and stumbles back into the shadows out of sight again. Sig, what do?
I guess I'm going into the shadows.
All right. Sig, you
Sig again.
leap around the corner, and just in time for it to get you with a ready to action. So it's going to Let's see.
Ready to action better be to get its ass beat.
All right, does a 30 hit you, Sig?
Yes.
All right. So you take 8 points of damage and are knocked to the ground as it smashes into you with these huge horns it's grown from its head.
It auto prones me?
Yeah.
The fuck is this shit?
The fuck is your shit?
Doesn't even have to make a fucking CMB check, motherfucker.
Didn't wolves do the same thing?
No, wolves have to make a CMB check.
They can just do it when they hit you.
I know.
That's free
I know because Cunt Destroyer has that ability, and I roll it all the time.
All right. So you're prone. What do?
I'm going to stand up and stab it in the teeth.
All right. Cool. Roll that shit.
Unless it just automatically knocks me down every time it hits me.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh no, that was all it's doing. So yeah, you can make your attack now.
Alright. Let's figure out how much my attack is. That's a good question. 1d20 plus 13 plus 2 for the sword plus 1 for favored weapon. Gonna study as a swift action, so plus 2 for that. Then I'm gonna power attack, so minus 3 and plus this and minus that and plus 26.
All right, you hit it barely. Your sword sinks into its side. What do for damage?
A lot.
Probably. Oh, you have a magic sword too. Good, you bypassed its DR.
Blomp. 26 damage.
Alright. You think you've almost killed it. It shrieks again, stumbles back, and Celadrie, what do?
Stumbles through the darkness into the darkness.
Yes.
If
No,
it
it's
took
just
a 5-foot step backwards, I'm using step up.
No, it's just flailing around in that square. Alright.
Come on, step up.
Celadrie, you can hear
Another burning arc?
Alright, burn an arc, but then you can hear footfalls pounding underneath you like people are coming up this way now.
Okay, once this guy dies, we need that mass invisibility, Thea. So burning arc.
Alright, doesn't matter what he rolls. Boom! Gargoyle explodes into a shower of sparks and flame and stone fragments. And for a moment, the attic is silent before Thea, invisibility is all of you. Just in time for a group of heavily armored household footmen to slam the attic door open and run in with axes and shields drawn. What's that smell? Fire! Fire! And they start running just in time for you to see a man in black robes leap out from behind a box. He makes a whistle and jumps up and down to grab the guard's attention. And the guards look over, but what the Thief! Thief! And this guy just takes off running and leaps into one of the boxes. And it goes slamming against the ground. And you hear a very rickety creak, and the roof caves in underneath it. And he goes tumbling down into another floor. The guards curse and run out of the attic after the quote-unquote thief. that you realize
Nice
it's just a
work, Thea.
conjuration. Your sister
I'll
sighs
give
heavily.
the thumbs up.
Thumbs up. Okay.
Why not a thumbs in?
While we're invisible.
She sighs and says, "Okay, that's gonna distract him for like a minute. We gotta get out of here.
All right.
Caseless lights.
Can
Let's
I
go."
do? Can I do a spellcraft check? Stupid fucking fly buzzing around my face. What was I gonna say? Fucking fly.
You guys could do something, I think. Suggestion?
Yes.
You could, I think, use the mirror to get you and Thea out, and then
Obviously.
have Sig just grab the mirror and use his teleportation sword.
Ooh, good idea. Voice in my
Queensguard
head.
do
Good
that?
idea. I will ask Fen. Fen,
What?
do you still got a teleport in your sword?
Yeah. But I'm not using it to help you steal shit.
But we need this mirror.
For what?
Fucking magic mirror. They're awesome.
So you want me to help you steal shit because it's awesome?
Well, you kill things because it's horrible. I don't see how this is totally yours.
You aren't there.
Okay.
Shut up.
All right, Savin, can I do a spellcraft check to figure out like how long the portal stays open?
Yeah, go ahead. And while you're doing that, you see Thea rustling around in the debris the statue left behind, and she grabs a locket off of its, explodiated corpse. Says, "Ha! Score!"
So I got a 28.
All right, 28. You think the portal will stay open until you dismiss it?
Oh, so I can actually dismiss it
Yeah. You'd have to
from
rhyme,
like
of
either
course.
side?
That's a good question. With a 28, no. You think it has to be dismissed from the portal side?
Fuck. All right, say go back through. Go back through.
Whatever. Don't do this again.
Alright. Sig, you...
Sig doesn't even know the context here. He's just assuming we are stealing.
Alright.
We are just innocents in this.
You could have said that, but you didn't. So you're pretty clearly stealing.
Alright. Sig, you hop down through the portal and...
Also,
actually, wait, no.
you want to be trying to steal
where's it
that
open
dude's
to?
mirror.
Yeah, it's to you. Alright, so you hop back into your castle, and the knights and Iduna are like, what was that all about?
I don't know. Celadrie and her sister were getting into some crazy shit and getting strangled to death by spider bears and animated statues. I guess they're out of danger for now. I didn't really hang around because it seemed like they were up to something.
They nod sagely. I have no idea what the fuck is going on, but they'll accept that for now.
None of my business. I don't want any more to do with it.
Alright, Celadrie, you are in the room with Thea. The portal is open to Sig's castle. You can hear someone yelling from below, "Hey, what the hell? He's gone!" And more people shuffling around downstairs. What do?
Third interweb is shit.
Oh, the third
Third,
variant?
He's trying to reconnect.
Yes, he did.
Oh no.
Oh man, if only I was in soundboard mode.
You could at any time go into soundboard mode.
I have to replug in the old headset. Able to.
Make sure you don't lose that.
It's important. Now let's give Third a new call, I guess.
Yes, so.
Rip. At least these technical issues aren't as bad as fucking COC&D.
That was something.
It was something, right?
Every third word of Agatha just didn't come through.
I hope Agatha got a new computer for next week.
Well, it seemed to fix itself halfway through the game.
Holy shit, I am having a major deja vu flashback right now.
Alright, I'll give that another few seconds and then we'll skip on. Alright. Actually, yeah, why don't you all roll initiative for me real quick and we'll see who's going to go next. Or roll a flat d20, probably. Fair.
Was I specifically doing anything?
No, because you weren't here last session. Jerkwad.
Oh yeah, there's also that. I'm sorry, college is a thing.
Clearly,
God.
DCL should go first, and then just go again immediately after.
And
I'll just keep writing this jackal furry arm.
what is this for? What's going on?
Tits.
Oh my god, Finn is actually writing instead of just coding.
Well, right now I'm just making like a block of notes on her.
What planet? What for? What do?
I'm probably going to put her on Morellian in the DMZ somewhere and have her be selling supplies to off-worlders so that there's somewhere you can get a decent shield for.
Also, some good weapons would be nice, but you know.
Good weapons.
Well, I like some of the Morellian weapons are actually good.
Well, yeah, but I mean,
Like,
there's
probably
no
some
energy
energy
weapons on
weapons.
there. Yeah.
Just play mercenary and win every fight in 2 seconds.
Play any
probably-
class
I mean,
and win every fight in 2 seconds.
I meant smuggler because double attack is retardedly awesome.
All right. Well, third is Rip. I guess of the two,
Sorry.
you can roll initiative. Skezza, you're next.
Okay.
Is DCL just not playing either?
I'm
No.
here.
Nobody rolled initiative, so.
Well, I mean, I just don't.
Can I unroll?
No.
Damn it!
I mean, I'm still trying to figure out what's going on.
A caper. You're pretty much where we left off. Let's see. Yeah, fuck it. We'll do DCL turn since he needs to be caught up anyway. Okay,
Sure.
so we have new map. Is good. You'll note that your land now has a pretty blue border. That is the territory you control. So you will note 3 things about it. First, you are frighteningly close to this red line here, which is bad. 2, you have a river going through your land, which is good. And 3, you have 6 squares that are basically unoccupied, and you can do shit with.
So I'm gonna have to go city planner mode. Plans will take over for another day, but it's awesome.
Do we have to play this like Civ? Do I have to build up all these little tiles?
Oh man, yeah, hold on, let me show you guys what I did. Show to
God
players.
damn it.
He actually came up with some.
Hey, you think I'm joking? No, son, no. So yeah, take a look at that. So basically the gist is, in order to do anything actually productive with your land that doesn't involve you spending an assload of money you don't have, the first thing you need to do is attract people to live on your land, because right now it is just your mansion in the middle of a sweeping green field.
So what you're saying is I need to go Metal Gear Solid and create a soldier haven because we're right on the red border and going to be on the defensive lines.
Dude, you can totally do that.
But I don't know any soldier that would be willing to farm for worth a shit, so...
Well, you can get peasants to farm some of the land that's not like some of the land over here, build up fortresses on the other 3 tiles, and then start building up a garrison.
Can I like pull a Fire Emblem and just get like a whole bunch of peasants that are actually extremely overpowered, but will still do farming?
Technically, yes. So if you have a bunch of peasants, what you can do is just have them farming the land, and when an emergency rises, you can form them into a militia, which is based on the size of your noble house and the people who are there and your various monetary factors. Now they're going to be shitty, but if you have a battle master on hand, you could quickly beat them up into a actual garrison in just a few weeks. So there'd have to be some training montages in there, but you know.
Gonna need a montage. Montage!
At least I'm not the only one who remembers that. But alright.
Sorry about that.
It's okay. It's only in the
You're
middle of
not a
this
shit computer.
super tense heist, but
I know.
we'll get back to you in a few minutes. We're gonna deal with DCL City Planner and D. Also, Sig, take note of this because you can do all the same stuff.
I'll read it when it's my turn.
All right.
Yeah, I'm not messing with any of this right away.
I already have like 3 pages of stuff backed up for downtime.
Never-ending downtime. Alright, so yeah, you can do all that stuff. Otherwise, while you're reading that, is there anything you want Rensa to be doing? I think we've covered about everything that you wrote down. Let me see. Yeah. No, you still have a few little points here.
Montage.
Gonna need a montage.
God, South Park is so good. Now I have to listen to Live to Win.
So yeah, DCL. Things and stuff. What do? Or are you dead?
Rip.
Dead CL.
So, back to the adventures in Third Land. I guess.
Sorry.
Oh,
Was
there.
called,
God
was
damn it.
called away.
Okay. Yeah. So, what do, Rensa? You still have some things on your downtime list that you gave me. Otherwise,
No.
City
Well, we
Planner
might as well
D.
skip. Well, I still have to read all the city planner idea things to come up with the idea, so you might as well skip me for now.
Okay. Yeah, let's go back to Adventures in Third Land then. Since Third's not back. Everyone's back.
so-
Everything's great. So you're with Thea. Thea just pulled up some sort of like amulet thing off the corpse. There's this portal. There's people running around downstairs. Maybe gonna kill you. Who knows? What do?
Okay. Thea.
Yeah.
Can you make this mirror invisible?
Let me look on the SRD real quick. I think the answer is no.
I think it's a creature or object.
Object weighing no more than 100 pounds a level. Yeah, I think the mirror weighs less than like 700 pounds, so sure.
Okay. So here's the idea. While we're invisible, we'll take the invisible mirror downstairs and out a window.
I don't think you and I can lift it. It's really heavy looking.
Poopy.
Then mute yourself.
Okay, we come back. So let's just take off now.
Okay, you got the gems, right?
Yeah, right here.
Alright, let's go.
So we'll flutter on downstairs.
Alright, you
so-
have to press your backs up against the wall as a bunch of guards come stomping upstairs, but luckily they don't notice you.
They're not still looking for that guy that crashed down?
Maybe they are, maybe these are different guards, who knows?
Well, they got a lot of guards here.
He is one of the most powerful men in the city.
And we just stole from him. At 5. No, not really. We're being quiet right now.
But 5! Slap.
Do you say butt 5?
No.
Damn it.
Totally did.
Yeah, and you totally got slapped on the butt.
Okay. See, I
Let it
couldn't
happen.
hear, which is why I needed clarification.
Yeah.
Let it happen.
Couldn't hear over Fenn's enormous taka.
Bad.
Who is now
What?
zoned out.
Mute yourself, fucker.
You mute yourself.
Okay.
It's the DM.
No, I'm on
You
mute now,
should be
motherfuckers.
All right, so we'll go down into the first room available, flutter out, try and make it look like a breeze. Unmute yourself, Savin.
Oh, okay. So you find a open window on the next floor down that you can fly out of, no problem.
Yeah, we'll go through that.
All right. You see several servants standing outside in the front lawn, talking amongst themselves in a panic. You hear the words, fire, thief, all sorts of things, and you see some town guardsmen running down the street towards the house. But you and your sister are able to make it out scot-free.
How far away can you maintain an illusion?
Depends. Pretty far.
Could you make it look? No, that thief guy you were doing before. Make him run out of the front door and scamper off down the road away from us.
Yeah, sure. Okay. Hold on. I need to go somewhere to hide so I can cast a spell again.
Yeah.
Alright. So she sticks herself in a tree. You hear some chanting, and then the thief guy just leaps out of a first floor window with a huge bag slung over one shoulder, just comically huge. And he's got his other hand on his big black hood holding it down, and he just takes off running through the courtyard. Some guardsmen from Pergola get through the gate just in time for him to leap over their heads, inhumanly high, tumble, and just take off down the street in broad daylight. They whistle and yell thief and take off running after him, quickly followed by some of Leofric's house guards. Yes. Alright, so they take off running down the street, and you can just hear the commotion spreading through town.
Perfect.
So much chaos! That was fun. Reminds me of that one
Not usually
time.
what either of us are used to, but...
No, but it was like that one time I cast Confusion in the Thieves Guild Hall. Oh man, it was the best. People just
I love that spell.
climbing up furniture and clawing at each other is the best. Oh man, I saw Bartho take his pants down. He just pooed on his desk. It was hilarious. Oh man.
What the fuck?
Hey, let's get out of here.
Yeah. Let's go live with these gems.
Alright. So, you and Thea take off, fluttering down the street. Eventually, both of you become visible. And you return to the temple quarter. And your contact sitting on the corner near his wagon, waiting for you. His cloak is back over his shoulders again, but this time he has a large box in his hands as you approach, and he gives you a broad smile. Celadrie, Thea, how are my two favorite thieves? I can hear the chaos from here. Quite a show you two put on.
Was not intentional, but do what you gotta do,
Of course.
When a four-armed statue tries to strangle you, sometimes a boom is in order.
Four-armed statue? What do you mean?
Gargoyle type thing?
His brow furrows at that. I wouldn't have thought Leofric had that kind of resources.
It's
Strange.
up in the attic. It was kind of dusty. Could have been in there a while.
I suppose that's true. Well, no matter. Something to consider at a later date. Now, let's see those gems,
No, I'll yoink them out.
Alright, cool. He gets a big grin and
Got 'em
looks
all.
through the bag. Yes, you did. Yes, indeed. He ruffles through the bag and pulls out a particularly large red gemstone and looks it over. I believe I'll take this as my commission. The rest is yours. Having Leofric a bit on his toes is enough payment from us. This time. He pockets the gemstone and returns the bag to you. And of course, the work Thea commissioned for you. He takes the box out and hands it to you. I believe this will suit.
Open up the box.
Alright. Inside, you see a amazingly well-crafted silver tiara with these teardrop-shaped blue gemstones set throughout it. The scrollwork is immaculate. Every tiny little crust of gemstone perfect looking. Right up until you get so close you have to squint and you realize it's all just a bit fake looking. This will definitely do. Take a discerning eye to see that this is a fake.
Quick question. When I got that writ of ownership, whatever, did I get the journal back?
No.
I will ask for the journal back.
I'm afraid I don't have that with me right now. I'd have to go get it. Perhaps we could make a meeting at another time and I can return it.
That would be very good, because I only lent it to you for purposes of commissioning the writ of ownership.
Of course. My fault. I should have remembered to get it back from our crafter, if you will.
Good. Just as long as that's sorted out, then have a good day.
And you. Good work.
I'm gonna cast fresh breath on him.
What? Minty.
Yeah, you should try Celadrie's minty pits sometime.
He chuckles and says, perhaps another time.
It's okay, I still need to work out the kinks. Right now it blows things up.
As I said last time, I'm glad I've learned not to ask either of you to cast your experiments. Anyway, a good day to you both. If you have need of me, you know where to find me. He gives you an exaggerated bow and takes off, hands in his pockets, and you're pretty sure you can see him thumbing that big red gemstone as he goes.
I will cast Detect Magic.
Alright. Yeah, there's magical shit in that direction, alright. Oh boy.
I will try and narrow it down before he's gone.
Alright, does that tell you how many magic items and what?
How many, and then, like, specific.
Alright, let me look. No different magical hours. Alright. Let me look at his stat block then. 1, 2. Alright, you detect 3 magical auras on him. The most potent appears to be coming from his pocket.
Is that where the stone went?
Yes.
I cast Detect Magic on the rest of my gems.
None of them appear to be magic. Although they are probably worth quite a bit.
Okay, well. I'll have to do. Alright, how do we fence these?
Leave that to me. I'll give you your half, tomorrow. Probably. Maybe. Definitely tomorrow.
Okay. I'll hand the gems over.
Alright. Oh man, so much fun working with you. Gotta do this again. Yeah. Make a great team.
As long as 4-armed statues don't try and strangle me again.
Yeah. You should go talk to a healer or something. That looks like it hurt. And she, like, pokes at your throat, which is all bruised now. Oh, sorry. Yeah. Pat, pat. She gives you a big hug, which also hurts a lot. And she flies off. See you tomorrow!
Bye.
And
And
thus
then I will-
Celadrie invented Celadrie's throat lozenge.
Is Backy still in town?
Yes.
Backy. Backy. What? I need some of your healing. Oh shit, I turned into Golem.
So yeah, Celadrie like walks through your lab door, and she looks like she's been beat to shit. Her clothes are all torn up. There's this horrible bruise around her neck, and she looks like she's been like punched in the gut a bunch of times. It's pretty bad looking. It's on her last leg.
I told you to not use a belt and a door handle. Jeez.
Wow.
I just came back at the perfect time.
Wow.
So what do you need help with? Healing. For STDs. Oh, okay. That's regular healing then, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, Backy, you can get her up to full health, no problem.
Oh.
I think you have the daily resources for
Yeah.
it.
Oh yeah, I got more than that.
Celadrie, you're back up to full health, no problem.
Yay. And I will prestidigitation my clothes clean.
Alright. You look almost as good as new. Slightly disheveled, but hey. Pretty much back to normal.
Fresh breath on myself. Dirty mouth? Clean it up with new orbit scum.
Delightful. Alright.
New Celadrie's minty gum. Available in stores now.
Alright. So, I think that ends Celadrie's adventures for the moment. You've gotten your gemstones clear. You've escaped the manor relatively unharmed, or at least not permanently harmed. And Sig only distrusts you a lot now, so that's fine.
Oh,
Alright. Yeah.
he didn't
so-
even ask if we were, like, stealing shit.
DCL, you think you're ready to go, or do you want me to move on to someone else?
Move on. I'm having to actually move stuff right now.
Yeah, that's fine. Alright, Skezza, you rolled highest on the little chart there, so it's your turn.
Oh,
Do stuff.
yeah, initiative.
Oh yeah,
Whoops.
you should roll that. That would certainly help.
Well, if I can get my character, then yeah.
You can just roll. You don't need your token.
Where's my token?
On another page. If you need to click something, just click the party token. See, there you go. Alright, so 15. Skezza, what's your dexterity or initiative bonus? Kinathis?
+5.
Alright, so you are going first, followed by Backy.
Okay.
Alright, so, believe when we last left you off, you had talked Ferguson into going to get himself a giant mountain lion.
He said something about a lynx and then taming it and then finding Mystia and getting a potion
Yeah,
of make big animal.
close enough. So he's gone off to do that. You are free to return to Golif.
I am not. Not.
Finally clicked on that.
Yes.
I am going to actually head south to the Mirror Cave. The Mirror Caves.
Oh boy, this is finally happening. Okay, move yourself on down.
Something's happening.
I've been waiting for someone to actually go use the fucking device with the mirrors for ages now. Ages.
Uh oh.
No, you're fine. Just remember that long talk we had in Crystal Horn when you guys finally realized that you had all these means to get all the information you wanted and you just never used it?
Yes.
Yeah, that. Just finally.
Oh. Okay.
Right. That's it. No, it's nothing horrible.
That's why I wanted to steal this fucking mirror.
I know, right?
We're going back there.
Alright, Skezza, roll me a d20 real quick.
Oh.
Low is good.
Okay. Low is good?
Yes, low is good.
Uh.
Alright, yeah. You get to the caves, no problem.
Okay. I will set Razorwing down outside the cave entrance and tell him to stand guard. Good guy.
He screeches.
I'll give him a pat. There we go. And then I'll head inside and find. Is that secret end pathway still there at the entrance?
Secret pathway? Oh yeah.
There-
To avoid the pitfall, yeah. It's all still there.
Yeah, I'm gonna activate the secret pathway and then head in.
Alright, yeah. There are a few fairy mages wandering around inside now, since this place has been recaptured for goodness. And they all, wave hello and guide you on down to wherever you need to go.
I'm going to the crystal ball.
Alright. All the way down. Let me pop open a map here. Let's see. What on earth did I possibly name this map?
I have absolutely no idea.
Caves? Aha.
That's what it's called on the map.
Amazing.
So.
You would never expect that to actually be its name either, but there you go. Never in a million years. Oh, hey, look, it's Skezza's old token.
Oh, my.
Oh, and Sir Feathers. Sir Feathers.
Sir Feathers! Where have you gone, Sir Feathers?
Candy ate him. That's where.
Seriously?
Where do you think you haven't seen him in months?
Oh my god. Oh, that's dark.
Just like every farm pet ever. Except the cats, I guess. But you don't want to keep that pig or that baby cow as a pet. Because in a couple of years, it becomes dinner.
Pretty much.
Don't form emotional bonds.
Oh, you still keep them as pets and form emotional bonds, but then you kill them and eat them.
Also that.
And then they become a part of you and you're never, ever separated again.
Exactly.
Except for the parts you poop out.
Way to go,
Christ almighty.
overly attached Kinathis. I want to eat your skin so that we're never apart.
That's horrible.
Well, it's one step above wearing your skin like a mask. Anyway, Skezza, you're on the map. You're in the southeast corner.
Am I?
Yes. Pretty sure I moved you. Oh, no, I moved you on the
Am I?
map. Fucking hell. There you go. Okay, so you can
Okay.
move on. Beep. 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 Presumably you're going to the big dragon sphere thing?
Yes.
Alright, so yeah. There's some Knights of the Wild Hunt sitting around. They snap to when you arrive and give you a crisp military salute. And inside you see some fairy mages and one guy from Pergolith, all studying the device, casting spells on it, scribbling things down. They give you a faint nod as you approach.
I'm not bothering you. I need to make use of it.
The fairies look
Of the
very
device.
concerned and say, We have strict orders not to let anybody use this. The
I've done it.
dragon.
It's fine. I've done it before. The dragon said I could, as long as I don't actually use it to do anything big.
Make a influence check.
Oh, that's actually something Skezza's now good at.
Yay!
She exchanged all of her sneaky skills for being really good at convincing people to do stuff.
Seems legit.
Yep. Alright, yeah. They look amongst each other, and finally the guy from Pergola says, "Yeah, that's what I heard. That's some kind of deal with the dragon. Let her in."
Yeah,
The fairy just shrug and say, "Alright, if the dragon eats you, it's not our fault."
It's fine. It's fine.
So they scarper out before you explode them. And as you approach, the sphere inside the pedestal begins to rotate and spin. The purple crystal-like storm inside it moving and swirling as if of its own volition, reacting to you as you approach. You feel the thrum of great magic as you're near it, reaching out to the device. What do you do with it? I'll actually be polite with the thing, because I don't know if I don't know if this thing is actually intelligent or not, but I've run into a whole bunch of stuff that turns out they are. So I'm going to give it a bow and tell it that I am sorry for the inconvenience, but I must make use of its abilities once more. I will try not to burden you for very long. You feel the thrum of power coursing up your spine.
And then I will put both my hands on the side of the big orb.
Right. You feel its magic connect with you, filling your mind with visions of great power, of faraway lands and times and places. Where do you gaze?
Okay. First things first. I am going to think about... Let's see. I'm going to think about Kaelirra. And I'm going to think about the quiver on my back. And a bow connected to both it and Kaelirra. A matching set.
Alright, yeah. Alright, your vision sweeps up from the caves. An aerial view of the province. And north it sweeps. North and north. Past the great hills of Greymore. Past the town of Kalensburg and off into the coastlands. Where you see the field of view dive down into the water. Down it goes. To the bottom of the ocean. And a great shipwreck sprawled out on the ocean floor. And there you can see creatures, shadowy things, pacing around the ancient rotting wood. But the vision goes no further.
Did Savin stop talking to anybody else?
Yeah.
When did I stop?
Yes.
When it was going down further?
Oh, well, that's unfortunate. Alright, yeah, it goes down into the deep, dark depths of the ocean, all the way to the bottom of the ocean floor, where you see a great shipwreck sprawled out across the sandy bottom, and shadowy things, creatures crawling along the ancient ruined hull, The vision goes no further for now. Perhaps the bow is still there.
Did Kinathis dead?
Yeah, Kinathis is dead.
Oh. Okay, okay. Just wondering how I'm going to get underwater and get to the wreck. I mean, I could use the...
Good question.
Kinathis, just,
Yes.
it's not like, freaking Alchemist or something like that, right?
I will consult, with you when I get returned to Pergolith about it.
So, Backy, do you have a potion that prevents you from getting crushed by deep ocean pressures? Out of curiosity.
Environmental protection.
Does that?
But no, there's protection versus the elements that does only for cold and the heat. But there's water breathing, which means you don't have actual oxygen in your system to be like air squeezed out and nitrogen loaded to your system.
Mm-hmm. Alright, so mayhaps you can get down there.
Maybe. I mean, I could use the... I mean, the orb could be used to raise the rack, probably, but that would be misusing its abilities, I think. That would probably count as being something big. So I'm not going to do that. Okay, well, let's see. What else? The next... Oh, yeah. Okay. I'm going to go back to thinking about Kaelirra, and this time I'm going to think about temples and those tiers that we've been finding. Are there any places around that are temples for Kaelirra, or places where the tiers are have been pooled?
Let me see. Yeah, you get a sense that there was at some point a temple over here in the Lethenlar Forest. But that was many, many years ago, and now you feel this sinking sensation when your vision swims over there. But the point of view does not go any further than the ground and this gaping hole in the earth where the elves have tunneled up from. Beyond that, you get a sensation of some sort of temple, like off in this area.
Well,
way off in the foothills.
Shit. Okay. Alright. Okay. Next one. Alright, I'm gonna think of something else this time. Oh, wait, no. I'm gonna do one more thing. Staying on the subject, I'm going to keep my goddess firmly in mind, and then think about those books we've been finding for Dragon Butt.
Mm-hmm.
For ritual books, or a ritual for summoning godly aspects.
Alright, yeah. You feel drawn towards Castle Greymore. And then again towards Gaelavos, the elven city beneath the earth.
I see. So there's a book in Greymore, maybe, and one in the possession of the elves. Perhaps it's in that same place where I got a sinking sense of a temple when I looked for the temple. Maybe it's in the ruins of a temple under the ground. Okay. Let's see. That's done. And now I'm going to switch gears a little bit and focus on the idea of a godly aspect and think about thunderstorms and lightning and a figure wearing black armor named Lanin.
All right.
Where are you, Lanin?
Your vision leaps towards Pergolith this time.
And there's Savin disappeared.
You went blank for a second there.
What the hell? Why is this happening?
Savin has become Agatha.
What is going on?
Save Jitha intensifies.
Hold on, let me make sure this isn't my internet cutting out. Okay. No. Doesn't seem to be cutting my stream off, so I don't know what's going on.
Your parents torrenting something?
No.
Porn again?
No.
Downloading porn.
No.
Watching porn? Streaming?
Porn?
Implying they even know how to do that. No.
Can we just keep saying porn?
Porn?
How about the
Porn?
live
Porn?
show?
I love you, Hedrah. Anyway, yeah, your vision takes you all the way to Pergolith. And there you see Backy walking through the streets in the middle of... The town looks like it was just getting rained on, of all things. But the sky is nice and clear, and you see Backy entering an old dilapidated warehouse. And there, your vision ends for the moment. But I think we'll pick up there in a few minutes.
Sure.
Is that anything else you'd like to zoom in?
There
on?
was one more subject I really wanted to look for.
All right.
I'm going to think about Crystalhorn and its Lord and Master Haskern Mortensen.
All right. So.
Did I see any picture of him in Crystalhorn, like a portrait? I think I'm pretty sure we did.
I
Yes.
think you mean
They had the
Yeah.
Crystalhorn's Lord and Master Celadrie?
Technically, it might be true now. Yeah, you know what Haskern
That
looks
would be
like. So.
Daydream Mistress.
Where is Haskern?
Mistress is
Mortensen?
somebody, something husband fucks on the side. I'm the master.
Nice.
Where is Haskern Mortensen, the great
Link?
dwarven alchemist and artificer?
Your vision leaps across the plains, through the foothills and up the mountains, to this huge, ancient, ruinous castle in the top of the mountains.
It is there.
You get this intense feeling of trying to push through something, to get closer, yet the vision will go no further.
That's
It seems
fine.
something is blocking it.
It's fine. We're gonna go there anyway. Backy will be happy to know that that's where I'm being directed to. Let's push that thought away. Don't think about that. It's just goofy and silly. Okay. Is there anything else I need to look for? I suppose. I'm gonna be a bit more hesitant with this one and think, a ship that flies or floats in the air.
does your character know anything about this one? Because
Oh, you're right. I
Yeah,
don't
you haven't
think I
talked to
do.
Sig.
I don't know about that yet. Never mind. Never mind.
Sorry.
Is there anything else then other than
Everyone needs to talk to Sig.
information that we don't know?
We only use Sig to help us when we need something fucked or fought.
I'm sorry.
Well, let's see. I know several things I would look through with the orb. You already covered one.
You're
of them.
not there.
Yeah,
you're
no,
gonna have to make a voyage.
I asked you like twice if there was something you wanted me to look for when I was writing this list, and you didn't say anything.
When the fuck did you ask that?
Like a week ago. Like after Sav&D last week.
I remember Kinathis asking me.
I asked to call it in like audibly. Like twice.
Was I even here then? Or did I say be right back?
I don't remember.
Because I have no recollection of that.
Okay. Well, I don't know of anything else that I personally am aware of that I want to look for. I can always come back another day, maybe, with Backy. So, but for now, I think I will thank the souls in the Great Dragon Ball and depart.
Right.
Oh, we found the first Dragon Ball. Let's find the other 6.
As you're almost ready to pull your hands from the orb, you feel an intense surge of power in your belly, as if the orb is reaching out to it. And of all the things, you feel power reaching out of you in response. You almost double over as the sensation overtakes you, but just like that, it ends.
That was
Demon baby, kill it, kill it, kill it.
that was but I'm going to when I let go, I'm going to give my stomach a pointed look and say, "What the hell are you doing in there?"
You don't get any real response, but you feel greatly empowered for the time being. Like this energy from the orb is still coursing through your veins.
Huh. My baby is acting like a battery, and it just got a charge from the ball. That's a little strange.
Well, Kinathis, if you want to be morbid, you can think about this. If you are in mortal peril, you can use the battery to heal yourself.
Anyway, I guess I'll step down from the pedestal now. The altar, or, yeah, the platform.
The mages gathered there just stare at you wide-eyed. What? What are you? One of them says, stepping back in fear. The others recoil as you approach, still trying to get your bearings. They all raise their staves defensively like they think you're some sort of monster.
I'm Skezza?
They stare at you a moment longer and say, "That's not what you looked like a minute ago. Like some sort of dragon monster.
What?
Your eyes, they were glowing, and horns and wings."
Wait,
What?
That didn't happen the last time I was here.
They
Describe. I can't see. Like I lose all contact with myself whenever I touch that thing. Can you please describe what happened?
It takes a couple of minutes to get them to calm down enough to get you a rational description, but from what you managed to piece together from them, while you were holding the orb, your eyes were glowing with this intense purple glow, blasting out across the room, and these shadowy apparitions of wings and horns were growing out of your back and forehead. You took on this draconic aspect almost.
I see.
And these three guys seem terrified of you.
Well, I'll try and reassure them that nothing's wrong. Something a bit like that happened the last time I was here, although it seemed less intense than that. I'm just me. I'm not some kind of monster.
You say as you still feel this just raw, visceral energy pumping through your heart, still racing, hammering in your chest.
At least probably. I guess I don't need to tell you not to touch it.
They all shake their heads in unison.
Okay. Well, continue keeping a close watch over this place. It's very important that it stays safe.
They nod.
I'll try to get my breathing under control, and then give them a big smile, and then hopefully not, freak them out or anything, and then just calmly walk away.
All right. As soon as you get through the arch, they all start whispering at each other and scribbling things down on their notepads, and you leave before they can start yelling at each other and all but pissing themselves in terror. Themselves, Jesus Christ. Savin, come on, please. Themselves.
Do the guards look any worse for wear?
No, they didn't see shit.
Okay. They didn't hear anything?
Nope.
Huh. Okay. Yeah, whatever. I'll tell them to keep doing a good job, and me in keeping this place safe.
The guards will kind of look at you funny, like, yeah, well, okay.
All right, and then I'll go.
All right. So you fly off into the wilderness.
I'm gonna go back to Greymore.
All right, cool. But now we're gonna switch perspectives
Sure.
and zoom over to a warehouse in the Temple District. Old, dilapidated place that seems to have just gotten hit by lightning. And Backy, as you approach, you can see that a handful of people have gathered around the place, curiously looking. The roof seems to have caved in some time ago, letting the rain that mysteriously fell just moments ago drool inside. People are clamoring about some freak storm that broke out and are surprised that the whole district isn't on fire to getting hit by lightning.
I just look at them, just go, no, this wasn't the actual, intention of the storm. Jeez. It was a deliberate strike. Man, you people don't know shit.
You people are shit.
No, you people don't know shit.
Oh.
They look at you like you're some sort of alien, and then quietly retreat away.
Just a heavy sigh and just check to see where the entrance is.
Mm-hmm. You find an entrance. There's evidence that a padlock used to be holding the door shut, but it's been broken off by some heavy force. And you have no problem entering.
Okie dokie. Dum.
You go inside, and within you see a large, wide open floor. The roof is, like I said, caved in. So there's bits of rubble and debris everywhere. A few columns have toppled over where they used to support the ceiling. The place is a mess, basically. There's trash all over, but your instincts guide you right to the center of the warehouse, right where that strike hit, and you can see black marks all around the concrete. And not far away, you see a clothesline draped up from one bit of pillar to the other, and you see a few shirts and pants draped up. Were drying in the sun until a freak storm drenched them again.
God, it's the Terminator. He's coming to take your
I
clothes.
just look around. Let's see. Look around, I see nobody moving or anything like that.
No, you don't see anybody, but make a perception check.
Okie dokie, let's see. Hurry in deception.
Alright, yeah. You don't see anybody at first until you look up, and you see that there's a second floor of this place, or there was at some point. Now little more than a walkway around the side of the warehouse, and there's 3 or 4 very poor, ratty-looking catfolk looking down at you with big, terrified eyes. It looks like they live here, almost. And one of them, seeing that you see them, shouts down, Are you a wizard?
No, but I had access to somebody who's pretty boss.
Okay.
Alright, I know someone.
We almost got hit by lightning. That could have killed us all.
I know that. No, it wouldn't. It was delivered to. It wouldn't have killed you. Don't worry.
They look between themselves, and one of them, a little kid, like 12 years old, he says, "Wait, you're with her, aren't you?"
If you mean by her, we're talking about the really big one.
Yeah, the big lady, the Amazon chick. And the older one who's speaking first says, "She's not an Amazon, shush." No Amazons here. Just everything's fine. If we're not going to die from lightning, everything's great here.
Don't worry, I know she's not an Amazon. I know she's an Aztec. She's pretty cool. So
They look between themselves.
what the hell are you people even doing here? This place is a mess.
We live here. And a moment later, the little kid says, "Well, if you're with a lady, she's up here. Come on. I bet she wants to meet you if you're friends." And the older one just face palms and says, damn it.
Yeah.
Fine, come on up.
And seriously, does anybody here know how to clean or like sweep a floor?
The third one who hasn't spoken thus far, a young girl, maybe 14 years old, says, "Hey, I spent a lot of time cleaning this place up. It was way worse before."
Well, yeah, I sort of need somebody to sweep out the place where I live. I pay cash, so you want work? You want cash?
What? Yes?
Okay, cool.
She stares at you
Now, where's the
wide-eyed.
way up there?
Yeah, they throw down like this rope ladder and you clamber up. And when you get up there, you see that there's a big tent, basically, of cloth built up against the far wall. Barely big enough for the 3 of them. And beside it, there's a hammock strung up from the top of one of the pillars that's still upright, and a bit of collapsed ironwork on the side of the wall. And standing beside there, just coming through from behind some rubble, you see an enormous woman, easily 7 feet tall, maybe even larger. She's not wearing her armor this time, just a simple white tunic and breeches and boots. But you can definitely recognize the wild blonde hair down her back, the lightning bolt tattoo on each of her cheeks. She's not a catfolk, that's for sure. Much too large and brawny and lacks the ears, but it sense to tell you she's not an Amazon either, though she seems fully human. The woman smiles at you and says, "Ah, Backy, I was wondering when I'd see you again. Well met."
Yeah, just had a lot of stuff to deal with, so once everything started to calm down, I figured like, you're pretty hard to kill, so you more than likely got back here, so...
Less likely than you think. I was wounded badly in the fighting. Lucky for me, and she puts a hand on the oldest of the catfolk there, who might maybe be 18, and the scrawny guy sort of shivers and recoils under the hammer-like blow on his shoulder. This young trooper here brought me back, patched me up. I'm a great deal. That's why I've been staying here, helping them fix this place. The least I can do.
Yeah, the whole sort of like, move from one place to another, that's all Six's fault.
She chuckles and says, "Perhaps, though it was a good play, I have to admit. We were in quite a tight spot there."
It was absolutely excellent.
But that's
Have
not
to
here
give it
nor
to
there.
him.
I take it you've been looking for me for a while. You had that look on your face.
Oh, I've been looking for it for like about 25 minutes. I get my sundial out and start calculating. In the shade.
She chuckles and says, "That's not what I hear, but very well. So, is there anything I can do for you?"
Oh yeah, the ad. Oh yeah, that one.
She casts a glance skyward and smiles.
Oh yeah. Boss. Right. Well, for one thing, if you... What's a decent, what's the price of a decent apartment around here? Or would it be cheaper to pick this place up?
Are you asking that in character or out?
This is in character. Okay.
Alright. The aspect cocks an eyebrow and scratches her head. "I'm afraid I have little concept of this town's economy, but..." And the little girl pipes up and says, "Anything be cheaper than fixing this whole place up? There's a hole in the roof." And the 18-year-old boy says, "Quiet, they're talking."
That was a general question. So those who could answer could more than willing answer it.
So,
Don't
sorry.
need to hush
Sorry.
if he actually does it correctly.
He recoils as if
Okay,
struck and hunkers down.
Okay, so let's see. Backy initializing slab swapping, starts thinking. Okay, so there's 3 people. One's gonna get job here, so you're like 2. So okay. Scratch. Do we know anyone? Do we know any place around here that has like a small house or living acquaintances available for like 5 people?
Sig's warehouse has a lot of vacancies recently, but other than that, no, you don't have any common folk housing you guys have invested in. Rensa and Skezza both
Okay,
have
so I
estates
don't know if...
in town.
Well, they have. I haven't accepted any formal lordship or some knighting crap. Hell no. No, so, okay, the warehouse, is there literally nothing available else? Like, middle class house or something?
Not that you guys have ever interacted with. You're sure that you could find an actual middle class or upper lower class house without much trouble. You hear there's a lot of vacancies lately after a certain battle killed like 100 dudes.
Okay. It's like, I just look at them, it's like, you know what, pack everything up, we're moving. Yeah.
They stare at you wide-eyed for a moment before the little girl squeals in delight and runs over and like hugs your leg, and the two boys look at each other in confusion for a moment.
I tip over.
Oh,
If she hugs it, because if I'm slab squatting and she hugs my leg, I'll literally just tip back, right back on my back.
alright.
Just
So you
fall
go
over.
tumbling
God,
over.
God damn it, don't.
The two boys like run off and start packing their stuff. The towering aspect just chuckles and leans over your collapsed form and says, "I will never understand the generosity of you mortals. Still, thank you for helping them. They deserve better
Oh,
than
yeah.
this."
Oh, friends are my friends are my friends, and stuff like that, you know what they say. Or maybe you don't, whichever.
Friends. And she extends a hand to help you back to your feet. The little girl's still like attached to your leg.
Okay.
You,
Stand up.
you get pulled to your feet, and the little girl is babbling something. Thank you. Oh, we're gonna go live. We're gonna go live with what's your name again? And Layman leans down and
the thing
says,
is,
"This is Backy. She's a friend of mine. Yes."
yeah, we sort of was at the Battle of Shadowpike there, fighting Hobgoblin army. Had to get all my stuff first before I could bomb everything again. It took forever. Almost missed out on all the fun stuff.
Yeah. Suddenly, the boy, the older boy, goes wide-eyed and says, "Oh, that was you! I saw you throwing bombs. Those cavalrymen, they just exploded. Oh wow!
Yeah,
How did you do that? I've never seen anybody. Even archers with flaming arrows couldn't do anything like that."
that's because the Hobgoblins that put, well, they have been very nice in giving me a very cute nickname. They call me the Mad Bomber, and they're absolutely terrifying. It's fun. It's useful.
Landon chuckles, and the kids all go wide-eyed. The Mad Bomber. Whoa.
But anyway, you done packing? Chop.
Yeah, they have their cumulative nothing, so yeah, they finish packing in a couple minutes and stuff their tent into a backpack, their handful of clothes as well, and are ready to go.
Okay, that's cool. I tried to detach myself from the girl.
It takes some doing, but yeah, you eventually separate her.
That may be weird, but I'm not that strong, so I would be hard to climb down with you attached to my leg.
Oh. So sorry. Let's go. And she scrambles down the ladder, followed by her siblings.
Yeah, I'm too lazy to take the ladder and just jump off.
Alright. You take an insignificant amount of falling damage and
You
hop
break
back
a
onto your
leg.
feet. Yeah. Isn't D&D falling wonderful? I just fell 30 feet.
Yeah, it's like... Don't worry, just face planting, like, woohoo!
Role-playing games. So yeah. You get them all downstairs. The aspect follows you. Nah, fuck it. She sees you jumping. She's like, yeah, alright. And she casts like airwalk or something on herself and just floats down. Plop.
Okay. So, time to check out the local market there.
Alright, yeah. So you go house shopping. These 3 kids, and as you're doing so, you make a little bit of small talk with Landon, I suppose, catching up on what she's been up to since the battle. But after a bit of talking, the topic changes a bit as she says, "You know, I've been hearing," and she looks up towards the sky a bit, "that you've been having quite a few conversations lately. More so than anyone else on this world."
Well, somebody has to talk. But then again, that depends on who I talk to.
Yes, well, what I mean to say is... She hesitates a moment, scratching at her chin. And as she does so, you can see all these catfolk just looking terrified as this mammoth of a woman strides through their town. Just they part like an ocean in front of her. And,
They're going fucking Moses here.
yeah, parting the cat sea. And so after a moment, Landon says, "I suppose what I'm trying to ask is, I think, aside from those lovely little goblins, perhaps you're my the last person who really believes in me in this world. Beyond the goblins who worship me, I'm all but forgotten." Even next to Kaelirra, all the knights and such, they flock to her, their returned goddess of love and redemption. So,
Well, yeah. If so, if you already have like half your like team pool being brutally murdered by a whole other country and stuff like that, you don't really want to deal with war. You know it's an inevitable fact of it, but like love and like redemption for all the horrors and stuff like that you undergo, that's sort of a lot more attractive to a lot of people.
I suppose I can understand.
They just don't know. They just don't know about Lane, so to speak. But, it's like everyone redeems themselves in some way. Just war isn't evil. It just is. So, in the fact that I believe in Lane, and it's like, so I don't need to worship her to actually truly understand how and what she is. If that constitutes as believing, I'm sure.
She smiles and nods and says, "That's exactly my philosophy, yes. So, I know you're dedicated to your field of alchemy, but it feels wrong not to offer, at least. It seems I have an abundance of power compared to your fox goddess. I have no worshippers to empower as yet, so perhaps, if you'd like, I could share that with you."
It just looks at her, slowly tilting her head upside down like an owl and like, what?
She smiles again, that humorless but almost motherly, and says, "It's just an offer. I have no clerics, no paladins, yet you, of all people, I think understand my beliefs, my domain, if you will, the best. The neutrality of war, the chaos it brings, and yet the benefits. If I gave you a sliver of power, perhaps you could share that with other people, or at least use it to end your war, or bring another one to the Hobgoblins. Either way, I win."
Well, you are pretty much eternal, so that's always an aspect of something that with a higher brain function.
After a moment, she simply shrugs and says, "Well, it's an offer. You can think about it if you want to. Or not. I won't be offended if not." Either way,
Yeah, I just don't know what the hell I would do. Like, oh, I got divine powers. Like, what the hell am I supposed to do with that? It's like, okay. Like, heal the sick, already can do that. Heal the wounded, already do that. It's like it wouldn't really shift or change anything. The only thing is would like, instead of going out, seeing nature, enjoying it, or picking shit up, or like, you know, like gutting a carcass from a basilisk, you know, all the fun shit you could do, only just wave your fingers. It's like, eh. Plus, I have to call on Lane and all the fucking times. It's like, oh, give this blessing upon these weird warriors for the glory of that everlasting battle that they need to protect their lives and their families and all that stuff. You know, whatever blessing is supposed to be. Just Alchemist, just simple. Here, I kick this up your ass. You out, then you go out and kick some ass.
Well, when you say that, like, the older boy just covers his sister's ears. And Landon chuckles and shrugs and says, "Like I said, an offer. But you're right, alchemy is simple. And you certainly seem to have found your fair share of power with it. Can't fault you for wanting to stick with it, or seeing no benefit in the same things your friend, what is her name, Skezza, has."
Yeah, but she's a moo cow, okay? Yes, she fills up the aspects of good and everything like that, but oh, sometimes she's moo.
No.
You must always remember that there is room in this world for the simple-minded. At least in the role of foot soldiery. She serves her purpose.
Simple-minded is... Well, she's got the thing wrapped up but I fucks all the time, but that's up to her. She likes it. And I wouldn't call her simple-minded, she's just... Not simple, but very... not focused. Compassionate. And compassion, as a rule, leads to taking care of others. But when you do that, you also don't see the bigger picture sometimes. Like, would you have to kill 10 people to save 1 million, or like, would you have to murder 1,000 to save a nation? See?
Lena nods understandingly. Yes. Well.
So, let's move on.
The city doesn't know what it has with, or could have with you making the decisions. Oh well. So you spend a bit of time searching through houses for sale and eventually find a fairly quaint but furnished apartment near the edge of the Temple District for about 100 silver a year, including all the taxes and whatnot.
Okay. 100 silver a year. Holy shit, that's absolutely nothing.
Yeah.
It's like, okay,
To an adventurer like you.
that is indeed true. So, I checked with the owner, the one that rents.
All right. You find the fellow who owns the place, a kindly older man, about 70 or so.
So, okay. So you said 100 a year, correct?
He nods.
Okay. I reach into my backpack, rooting around, start bending into my backpack. Got it somewhere. Ah, here we go. And then pull up a sack, smack it in front of him, or just hold him out, depends if there's a table
Thunk.
nearby. So like, there's 300. That's a couple of years.
He blinks in surprise and says, "Oh, yes, that will do nicely. Yes." And the oldest of the two boys turns to you and says, "Oh, thank you, miss, but I feel guilty just taking this from you. Surely there's something we could do for you."
Well, yeah, you know, you can take care of each other, eat up, get some better clothes, you know, like go out, get your own job, you know, stuff like that. You don't have to think about, you know, housing, food I'll cover, and, well, the rest is up to you. What you do with your lives is up to you.
They wide-eyed, they profusely thank you. The little girl jumps and hugs your leg again. This time Landon has a hand on your back to keep you from just tumbling over. The older man who owns the building gives you a handwritten receipt for 3 years rent on the house, and as you're taking it, he says that if you'd like, he'll be more than happy to check up on the kids from time to time. You know, he too understands, you know, your little ones having their first time out from the nest.
Just look around, so, oh, these aren't my kids.
I'm sorry. I simply assumed. Yes. I will most certainly make sure they stay out of trouble then. He shuffles back to his little safe and puts the money away.
Do you know any good cook?
A good cook? You mean for hire or simply a nice restaurant? There's a lovely little
Well, for
cafe
hire.
just down the road.
Like-
He thinks for a moment and says, I do believe the tavern owner's daughter was looking for employ. She lives just down the street there.
Excellent. Well, let's get going then. This is gonna be fun.
You have a good day. Thank you very much for this. I thought I'd never put anyone in there.
No worries. Have fun.
That's it. You go down the street and find the tavern owner's daughter who's looking for a job as a cook. After knocking on the door a few times, a young Kaelirra girl, a young lass with flowing white hair and big bunny ears, answers the door and asks what you want.
Just cock an eyebrow and say in Kaelirra, it's like, I didn't know they moved in here.
I'm sorry, what? I've lived here for years. I'm sorry, who are you?
Oh, so name's Backy.
Backy. Oh, you're...
I'm sorry.
Wait, you're that hero from the big battle. Come in, please. Sorry, I didn't know.
It's like, okay, no worries. Okay. Come on, children. Come on, Layden. Let's get going.
They file in after you and find a small little sitting room. Another Kaelirra girl pokes her head out from another room and says, "Who is it? A goddess, a war hero, and some kids, I think." The second girl just blinks and Zoidberg's back into the kitchen.
So, I heard there was a cook here looking for work.
Oh, yes, that's me. Yeah. I got tired of working in my father's tavern.
Okay. Well, let's see. We got 1, 2, 3, 5 people here. I point at the kids and Damon there. I said, "You eat for 2, so the trying it thing. You know the math."
Layden laughs
And
nods.
let's see. And they got their own place, and they need a cook, somebody to cook food, which is probably where you come in. So, give us an example of what you can produce.
Okay, yeah, sure. She tells you to just wait right there a minute, and a moment later, she runs into the kitchen, and the second girl runs out with a big parka over her shoulders and a grocery basket, running down towards the market. And you, a few minutes later, hear the chopping of vegetables and some oil sizzling in a skillet. The second sister runs back in with some fresh food. And about 20 minutes later, you are treated to 5 very nicely cooked lamb chops, each with a nice little side salad and some fresh bread, still steaming from the bakery. She sets it out with a smile and says, "Here, I hope you enjoy everything." She looks especially at you and the gigantic goddess aspect in her living room.
Let's just point out, it's like, well, kids, and Layden, dig in.
They, the kids especially, just woof it down. Eventually, Layden, reminds them to use their manners. They have to slow down and all take their turns thanking the cook. Everything is absolutely delicious, they inform you. Great food. Bread's nice and hot, and it's just a little taste of cinnamon in there. Lovely. And you are sure from the reviews you get that she'd make a fine cook.
That is good. Just a minute. Okay. So what's your rate?
That's That's a good question, Savin says. Going to look at Celadrie for prices. Hirelings. Let's see. Yeah, you eventually work out a price of about 360 pieces of silver a year or so. Seems a fair wage for a skilled cook.
So 360.
Yes.
360 full cook. Okay, that's good to know. Pro MLG. Okay, then. I dig into this. Now I got in my backpack. So, 360. It's like. Pull out an old sandwich. Oh, I'm looking for this.
A worm crawls out and looks at you.
Yeah. Yo, Bob. I'll get to you later.
It squirms.
Chicken, yeah. Let's see, Virginia here. Yeah. Oh, sweet, my bomb. How did I get that? Wait a
Wide eyes in the room, everyone just leads away.
Okay, so I pull up one bag. There's 300. Pull up another bag. There's another 300.
Oh, that's too much. I couldn't.
And here's another 100. There we go.
He stares at the giant pile of money.
Tonk, tonk, tonk. There you go. So, well, I'm hiring you for a year. The rest is, like, food money, make sure they're properly fed, have the good food. They're kids, they're growing.
She looks between the giant
It's
pile of
hard
money
stuff.
and the kids and nods. Sure, yeah. I guess that'll more than cover it. Thank you very much, ma'am.
Okay, so resident is this street, which is pretty much just stone throw away from here. They live there.
The 18-year-old boy runs a hand through his greasy hair and offers to give her a guided tour of their new residence whenever she wants to come over to cook and stuff. He gives her a smile.
Just lean over to him slowly, move my mouth to the side of my head, whisper, "You might want to eat first."
Blush?
No worries.
Damn it, third.
That's what I'm here for. So we got that out of the way, and clothes. Tailor. Yes, that we need. Correct?
Yeah, I guess. Oh, these kids' new clothes, sure. Yeah, that's a paltry sum, run maybe 10 silver. Yeah, they're little things.
So, okay, so 50 silver, you say. To make sure they have enough and stuff to grow in.
These kids are just like wide-eyed, like rags to the poor kid equivalent of billionaire status.
These kids are gonna be fucking spoiled.
No, the difference is that they know gratitude. If you're poor ass, if you've been there, you know gratitude. And unless you
If
get the one shot,
If you've been super fucking poor, and then somebody out of nowhere, with no reason, just fucking pours money at you to set you up for years, you might become fucking spoiled.
this is the one chance to make something up their lives. Instead of, like begging and being hungry and cold. Because it's the fucking middle of winter. Being cold, being hungry, not a good combo. And not being able to eat to warm yourself, even worse. So yeah.
So yeah, all right.
They had heat. The lightning bolt struck the area recently.
It's a millisecond of intense heat.
I mean, something might have caught fire that they could all huddle around.
Yeah, what's left of their shattered lives.
Exactly.
Their hopes
can
and
just
dreams are on fire.
Dump that into a metal barrel and all huddle around it.
Good, then they can live up. That's great. They can try to warm this up the smoldering embers of their past life and the poverty. That's great.
Find a discarded shoe on the street and roast it over the fire.
Yeah,
living like kings there. Oh man.
Fucking suck on the fucking leather soles. Get all the nutrients out of it.
who knows? And for dessert, they can maybe get an additional smut pie going.
Anyway, so yeah, these kids are now set up for the next couple of years. Pretty solidly. Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, you drop them off back at their house, all now bundled up in their nice new clothes, and nice warm clothes, more importantly, with some fresh food and clothes spares. And they all spend several minutes profusely thanking you again, and Laynan gives them a smile and sends them indoors before turning meaningfully to you and saying as they go inside, I feel that the debt I owe them has been somewhat transferred now. I've offered you power already. You refuse. Is there anything I can do to... She sweeps a hand towards the house. Show my appreciation for what you did for them.
Well, you can continue being you. I didn't do this because I wanted to thank you or anything in death. Like, I gave them a chance. They have Literally, they have one chance to make something out of themselves right now. They have all the basics needs covered. So yeah, what they do with their lives is there. If they want to fuck it up, that's probably gonna be their own fault.
She nods understandingly and says, "Very well. You're a kinder soul than most in this city. Thank you."
Oh no, I'm just probably my spiraling descent into absolute insanity and madness. It's just I'm trying to slow that down by not being too powerful. And with more power comes more corruption and blah blah blah, all that stuff.
I understand, yes. Very well. I'll stay here for a while longer and watch over them until they find something productive to do with themselves. Perhaps I'll see about sending them to be knights. That young boy could become a paladin someday. But that's neither here nor there. Like I said, thank you, Backy. And you hear a
Oh,
very
if you think
distant
about it,
thunder
it could
rumble.
be the first night.
She nods and smiles. Well, that all depends on him. But perhaps. Perhaps. And I think, unless Backy has anything else to do there, that will move us on to the next person.
Oh yeah, only thing I have is pretty much just Zoidberging out of there. Giving a thumbs up to Lane first. And then Zoidberging out of there to prepare my little travel to
Alright.
salt smoking.
Alright. So, Sig.
Huh?
Huh?
Oh shit! I'm gonna have to actually play D&D tonight.
Oh god.
Damn it!
Alright,
All
Sig.
right.
Your ass just fell out of a portal. Everyone's staring at you. There's this horrible
I didn't
stink.
fall out of a portal. I climbed out. Thank you very much.
Well, I jumped out, really, since it's like 3 feet up. But yeah. Alright, your knights and Aduna are around you. There's this horrible stench emanating from your well still. Lots of your various spawn are wandering around. There's a bunch of fox bees doing shield wall drills across the courtyard with their shitty handmade shields. Like a little kit bash Roman legion.
Is there no one here that can actually make real shit anymore?
Yeah.
Isn't there? There's a blacksmith in this
You
castle
have
already.
Yes.
Yeah, there is a blacksmith in the castle.
Why don't they give the bees real shields?
Do you ask the bees that, or somebody?
I asked the blacksmith.
Alright, so you wander over to the blacksmith's house, and what's her name? Ronia is working in there, and she'll tell you that the fox bees decided that they would not accept charity. She offered to give them some of her spare equipment, but that they have insisted that they will be in debt to no one.
Maybe you can get the blacksmith to teach them how to make their own stuff better.
I don't know. Can only really train at one thing at a given time.
And right now they must become glorious paladins.
So are they like? How old are they? Are they adults now?
Yes, they are all fully grown, so they're all like 5'5" to 6 feet tall. Big old bee girls. And there's like 40 of them wandering
There's
around.
like part of me wants to send them after Clarabelle to keep her safe, but that could also there's also problems that could cause. Like the bees or the hornets could really object to that, and or like capture them and do things to them.
Do butt-related things to them if they're overpositive.
Yeah. I mean, if butt-related things happen to Clarabelle, she'll probably be okay. But I don't want to consign. I mean, because Clarabelle's already had a lot of things happen to her before I awakened her.
It's true. It's true. She was basically a cum dump.
Her body was well prepared.
Her body was ready. Yes.
All right. Well, I guess we're just waiting for Clarabelle to do her thing. So,
If you want to just stick around for a few days, we can zip forward in time.
and I guess there's nothing our mages can do to get more information on this thing. They don't have any spells or anything.
No, I
Right.
think there's some sort of like monster knowledge spell in there. They could try and prepare and cast. Let's see.
Like,
could
detect
travel to
undead or anything.
You could
See if the
travel to
bees are
Fergolith
undead.
and ask and talk to Cass about the monster, Lady
Actually,
Blue.
Can any of them detect undead? Wait, ask who, Kinathis?
Cass.
Which one's Cass?
Cass is a cat boy bard in Fergolith with a vast knowledge on
I don't think I've ever met
monsters
him.
and creatures. I think it might have been only Skezza and Backy who ever met him.
Cass has the Dungeon Master's Guide. The Manticore has the Monster Manual.
The manticore that Cammy stole the panties from?
Yes.
Oh,
Oh boy.
go looking for her.
I don't, in character, necessarily realize that the manticore will just magically know everything about everything.
Wow.
So no, we have Clarabelle doing her thing.
But yeah, the mages can cast Detect Undead or whatever, sure.
Yeah, alright. Are any of the things in the well undead?
No. No, they're not.
Damn it! That would have made things so simple.
Just get Skez in here to turn undead.
Like,
Boy.
no, we would have just fucking purged Warhammer 40k, fire and death. Like, I just have Backy get here with her, like, and just sit there building bombs all day and dropping them down the well. With, like, a ring of battle mages ready to cast fireball if anything tried to come up.
That sounds horrible.
Well, I mean, if they were soulless abominations, yeah.
Well, yeah,
Go for it. But they're not.
You don't know what the fuck they are. That's the worst part.
Alright, well, I'm going to thank the wizards for their assistance. And I guess, well, how long is it going to take Clarabelle to get back?
Let's see. So it takes her, assuming she has a horse, like 2 days there, 2 days back, a little less. So, this will be here within a week.
Alright, well, we'll wait till she gets back and then see what knowledge she has.
Alright. In the meantime, the mages will commune with their vast array of high Arcana scores and try and figure out what the hell this ooze monster is.
Yeah, learn things about it and shit.
Yeah. Alright, so we can pass forward a few days, that's fine. And restart when Clarabelle returns. But first, I need to look up Clarabelle's stats to see how good is she at persuading people. Let's see, companion stats.
Probably not at all.
Does Clarabelle not have a character card? Oh.
Ben, I've done decently with a +1.
Clarabelle. Okay. Clarabelle's really good at influencing people. Alright, so 4 days later, good old Clarabelle rides back to town, hops off her horse, and saunters over to you with a big smile, saying that she has a book that the Bee Queen lent her.
Okay.
Alright, the Bee Queen did want that big bar of silver, though, so that's gone. But you have a book now. Specifically, this is a tome about all the horrible things.
Wait, did she borrow it, or did we buy it for the bar of silver?
You bought it.
Okay.
Alright, this is an old tome of basically the equivalent of B-girl horror stories of all the various terrible things that tend to happen to them. And on reading through the tome, you alight on one of the monsters. And let me go pull up Lady Blue's little thing here. What do you call it, bitch? A tyrant jelly. Yes. A tyrant jelly is basically what happens when a goo creature, in this case a goo girl, wanders into a beehive and eats a royal egg, one of the ones that's destined to become a bee princess or queen. Rather than, killing one or both of them, the egg hatches inside the goo girl and basically becomes its brain, almost like a goo core from COC. Makes it much, much more intelligent than normal. But that's not quite what this is. From what Lady Blue communicated through those horrible zombie bees under her control, the princess she, quote-unquote, ate was alive and born at the time, though badly injured. And Clarabelle will say that she knows that there used to be a bee-girl hive not far from here in a little valley between the hills. Yes, zombies. Yes. Over here. That got destroyed some years ago. That's what the other Bee Queen told her. Perhaps this giant goo girl was either there when it happened or came in afterwards. Mopped up the dying bee princess.
Okay.
So, from what you're able to tell, basically they are one singular entity now. They're telepathic. They can project their thoughts. They can control vermin, and they can control other bee girls through psychic domination. Most of these tyrant jellies can use
even
magic.
ones that... Oh, shit. I gotta get my fox bees moved.
Yeah. Fox bees are literally like 30 feet away from the well just playing right now.
Yeah.
They're super hard to kill. They have high-ass DR. They're immune to electricity, piercing, and slashing. They're magical. Let's see. They can't really talk normally, per se, but apparently your tyrant jelly found a way around that through zombies. They're not inherently evil from what you're able to read, but they don't tend to be friendly. They just sort of live on instinct.
Well, this one obviously lives on a little more than instinct, at least. Alright, so... Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna stop throwing water down the well. I'm gonna send the mages home. I guess there's nothing here for them to help with.
Okay.
Is there still water at the bottom of the well anywhere, or is it just all trash?
As far as you could tell, it's pretty much all trash. You could hear some wetness underneath it, but there's like a solid layer of trash that you could stand on. So it's pretty fucked up.
All right, and God, fucking zombies, so gross.
So gross.
All right, and then I'm gonna go back down to talk to Blue.
Okay. Let me go find some tokens. Are you taking anyone with you?
Nope, just me.
Alright.
I am gonna have Queensguard in hand, though. Like, my hand will be resting on Queensguard's pommel so that I can dimension door out of there at a moment's notice.
Alright. Fair enough. Boop. Oh, that didn't work. There you go. Map transfer. Alright, so you're in the darkness. I guess that summon's probably not there anymore. So, boop, boop. You can see the silhouettes of those wasp drones approaching you through the darkness. And
Torches. Torch.
Alright.
Come on, man.
Hey, you gotta say stuff.
Signos can't see in the dark.
Oof. So you can just see Lady Blue's thighs swoop out of the water as she stands up. The wasp drones, the zombies, if you will, intone in eerie unison. You return. What want you?
Well, I'd like you guys to stop living in garbage, or living off garbage for one. So, here's some rations for the drones, and I'll toss the drones 2 rations.
Alright. They catch them and look up to the Titanic Goo Girl, who gives them a slight nod, and they begin to eat.
I'm going to speak with the rest of the residents in the castle and find a better place to dump our garbage. Hopefully this area can become pure water once more.
When you say that, the giant blue shifts and shudders, and the wasp drones snap their heads up and say, "Require discharge trash for mother." They both point their arms up to the bee princess inside the Goo Girl.
Gross.
Need food.
I cannot feed something that big.
Not blue, just heart.
Can't you guys just like pass rations through the goo to her, or food through the goo to her?
They wave their hands in unison at the giant garbage all around, as if to indicate that's what they do with the garbage.
Why don't you just give them another ration?
Alright. One of them flies up and sticks her arm into the goo. The ration dissolves inside a moment later, and the half-dead bee princess shudders and twitches as if the nutrients are being passed along through the goo writhing inside her body.
Alright, well, we're going to stop dumping trash down here, but I'll try and see that there's some food brought for you.
Wonder what would happen if
you
we
ought to
just
eat.
tried to heal the princess.
I don't know. I would encourage you to try, actually. Because that's my fallback plan, is kind of to kill the goo and then try to heal the princess. But they're not actually undead, so... Alright. And with that, I will bow and depart.
Alright. When you turn to leave, one of the wasp-drones zips over and puts a hand on your shoulder. It feels cold and slimy, making you shudder before you can turn around. Both of them, again in unison, say, "Thanking you."
God. You're welcome. Alright. And with that, I will climb on up out of there.
Alright. You return to the castle. Iduna asks you how it went.
Okay. Hey, the Foxbees have a queen of their own, right?
Yes.
Okay. Cool.
Yes, they do.
All right. I'm gonna get them. You said there was a hive near the castle.
Yeah, old abandoned hive.
Okay. Can we scout that out?
Totally. If you want to send the Foxbees there, yeah. As soon as you tell them about it, they'll zip on out and find it.
All right. Good. Get the fuck away from this fucking goo. And then, so if they're off doing that, that's good. I will talk to my bunny waifu and give her the rundown of what's going on down there, and that the reason the well stinks so bad is mostly because they're using it as a garbage dump. And they should probably just pick a spot in the swamp to use as a garbage dump and have people haul the garbage out there every day or every other day or so.
Fair enough. She'll nod and say that she's pretty sure Lady Blue's at least partly responsible for the smell, but all right.
We'll see where it goes. Also, since she can't eat the garbage anymore, send down a couple rations, or at least she won't be able to eat the garbage after a certain point. Let's make sure we're sending down a couple rations every day so that she doesn't starve and go crazy and attack us.
Hey, Juna asks how many rations you need to send down there for a creature of her size.
I don't know if the goo actually needs to eat, but the bee inside of her does. So right now I'm thinking 3 a day ought to be fine.
Shut up. Yeah, alright, she'll take care of that.
I'm also kind of hoping that giving the bee real food might actually let her awaken a little bit more and maybe find a way to get them out of this horrible state of conjoined living. Whatever we can do. So yeah, we can probably just lower it down on a rope or something if nobody wants to risk it. I understand. Definitely keep the bees away from her, because apparently those kind of creatures can telepathically control bee girls. I've sent the fox bees out to reconnoiter a abandoned hive in the area.
Well, when you mention the fox bees, Duna says that she'll make sure that they stay away, but she also mentions that their queen, and she uses big, exaggerated air quotes when she says it, was looking to talk to you at some point. She and a couple of her girls went down to Kalensburg. Get the chance.
Okay, I'll talk to her.
Okay. Anything you want to do in the castle before you go off on adventures to Kalensburg?
Not at the moment. I will be spending 2 weeks here, about 7 items down on my to-do list.
Alright, cool. So you can go down to town, no trouble there, and find Queen Nasa and 3 or 4 of her girls are talking to an armorer in town, and you catch them just as they're coming out into the town square. You note that the queen, unlike most of her other fellows, has a great big helmet on with a big red plume. You have no idea where she got it, but it does make her look somewhat more regal. And she greets you with a great big smile and says, my lady, glad Princess Iduna spoke to you, I hope. We were hoping to ask a favor of you, if you have the time.
Shoot.
She nods and plants her feet in the ground, looks a bit more commanding, and says, my sisters and I have decided that before we can embark on our great crusade for righteousness, we require reinforcements. And they all nod in unison.
I knew that was coming.
Oh boy. Okay.
As the elected queen, it is my responsibility to provide these new trainees for our great order, but she blushes and falters a little bit and says, it appears we lack the component parts for that.
Okay.
I was talking to some of your wives, and they said you had come across an item called royal honey that might help with this small roadblock.
Wait, royal honey? I thought you were talking about a penis.
She blushes, beet red, says, I mean, one thing at a time. One thing at a time. Yes. None of us have the parts of a woman to.
Wait, they don't have vaginas?
You saying that to them?
Yeah, I'll say that out loud. You don't have vaginas?
All of their ears tucked down, and they say, we have the exterior parts. It's just we've been led to believe that women of other races have certain cycles, and
Well, I mean, have you tried?
they look between themselves and say, no, but I mean, we're all worker and warrior bees. We weren't meant for such lofty duties.
So you need the royal whatever to turn you into an actual biological queen bee.
She nods eagerly. Yes, that's exactly it. Yes.
Out of character. She's a trans bee or trans queen. All right.
Well, then out of character, think about that. They're fox bees. Does that actually apply to them?
Probably. Because if the fox part was, reproductive, they probably have some cycles going on of some sort. I don't know fox biology necessarily, but I would assume that it functions more or less the same as people biology.
So they just
Or dogs.
no, fox.
I don't know
They're
dog
dogs.
biology. I assume
they-
dogs have
they-
periods.
They go into heat every once in a while.
Yeah. Okay, there you go. See? So if the fox part was in charge, they'd go into heat.
To be fair, they
they
haven't been
need to be
alive long
sexual
enough to
mature.
go through heat, but
Whatever, it can't hurt. Alright, well, I think the next item on my list involves me going to Pergolith, so I could probably swing by the beehive on my way back. See if I can get some for them.
the soldier bees thank you, and Nasa says, "Thank you, Princess. It pains me to have to bother you like this, but we've determined that us talking to other bees is problematic."
Okay. And also, I'd probably hold off on doing any righteous crusades and, focus more on, living well yourself and helping those out around you instead of fighting and killing the impure or whatever.
They look between themselves, like, confused. And the queen says, "Well, we weren't embarking yet. We need weapons and equipment and reinforcements anyway. Is there something you would like us to do? We don't really know how to talk to other people."
I mean, even if you had, a really big hive stuffed with bees, or fox bees, and you all went crusading after, say, I don't know, the hobgoblins, for whatever wicked thing they've done lately.
They all look suddenly very excited.
They would probably smash you guys into the dirt in a battle just by weight of numbers alone.
But we have
You can't.
righteousness and the gods on our side. We are all champions of Kaelirra.
And they have a god of their own, or at least they did. I don't really
He's
know
dead.
what the stats of that is at the moment. The point is though, you can't necessarily win a war without allies. If we wanted to get rid of the hobgoblins, and crusade them, like break their evil tyrannical kingdom, bring freedom and goodness to their people and all that, you couldn't just go do it alone. If you went and attacked and lost, then the hobgoblins would wreak vengeance on everyone else that lives over here. So you can't go off unprepared. What we've got to do is build up, places, people like you and your hive, places like Castle Kaelin, Kaelinsburg, Baelton, Greymore. You've got to make friends and allies so that when you do eventually find a battle worth fighting, which is, almost as important as the battle itself, you win.
The queen nods slowly, pondering that over for a moment. You're right. We must recruit others for our crusade.
No, that's not what I said.
Huh?
You have to make alliances. It's different than recruiting people. Because if you recruit someone, they're following your orders and doing exactly what you want. Whereas, like, if you're allied with Castle Kaelin, my castle here, Pergolith, you might have to make compromises. You might have to deal because you might not, both sides may not always want exactly the same thing, even though they generally work together.
She again ponders this for a moment.
It's a give and take. And you guys, I don't know if you could, but you ought to try to see if you can make nice with other bee girls. I know you guys aren't exactly the same kind of person, but then again, I'm not exactly the same kind of cat person as all the Pergolithians.
We've tried, but they seem to speak a different language than we do. We speak your tongue. They're buzzing, dancing. It's foreign to us.
I'm gonna ask Clarabelle how the bees spoke to her.
Clarabelle will say that they had a translator.
Okay.
Maybe Clarabelle can take the fox bees over to the hive and have them get them to teach the fox bees the bee language.
All right, I'm gonna get Clarabelle, elected queen here, like 5 of her best bee guards, and then we're gonna go to T's beehive.
Okay. All of you together, or?
Yes.
Alright, cool.
I need to go over there so I can get my cowgirls.
Alright. Gonna start that journey. Let's see. Rensa, let's roll over to your perspective. How's it going, Rensa? I hear you're a character that exists in this campaign.
All right, I'm gonna have to bail out of here in like 15 minutes to hang out with Sonara. So
That's fine. That's when the game
Okay.
ostensibly ends.
ETL.
butterfly spider. Goddamn.
DCL is not responding.
Dead to the world. Dead CL.
Dead CL.
Dead CL. Alright, well, Fen, why don't you roll me a d20 real quick? Let's make sure that nothing ambushes you on the road. You and your bee.
1. That's the best number.
It is, technically, since lower is better on the encounter table.
Oh my god.
You make it there unmolested. Let's see. Skezza, what are you going to Castle Greymore for other than to just find statue or thingy of Kaelirra?
I'm going to find this thing of Kaelirra.
Alright, cool. That's what you're doing next time.
And then I'd probably be going to go get cowgirls. So I'd probably end up going to T's beehive, because apparently that's where they went.
Alright, cool. Yeah, you will bump into Sig there, so I'll probably start with you next session so we can get some of the party together.
Oh no, I'm gonna have to start next session.
Oh no.
No.
At least probably second place. Let's see.
Well, I mean, when
Rensa's
me and
remains
Kinathis
Yeah.
wind up coming together.
Let's see. Celadrie, you're gonna go get your journal back, of course. And probably have adventures.
And get my payment.
Get your payment. Wait, you already got your payment. Oh yeah, from your sister. Yeah.
Yeah.
You're half the take, right?
And then I got to deal with the being in the circlet.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Glad I asked. All right, that's gonna be fun. And lastly, Backy, what's first on your agenda for next time? Anything I should know about?
Yes.
Well.
But you didn't ask what, just if there was.
Alright, and if so, what?
Hello.
Jesus
Oh
Christ.
God.
Oh, holy Jesus Christ.
I'm on phone Skype. What's up?
You know, D&D, we were waiting for your ass.
Yeah, I kind of got food duties shifted onto me, so I'm running out to go get food for everybody.
Alright, just go get food. Don't worry about it. Alright, we're wrapping up.
Okay.
Oh, all right. Yeah. All right, I'll talk to you guys later. I'll be back.
Later. Bye.
Should have taken that opportunity
Morgan,
to make some
salt
ERP
smoker.
something. Oh well. And what?
That would have been hilarious. But he probably said, maybe this can just wait.
No, we know DCL better than that. We know. And so you're going to go see the Salt Smokers next time?
Yar,
Alright, cool.
specifically Morgan.
Right. Okay. I will have all that stuff ready for next time. Okay, EXP. Did you explore places? Kind of, yeah. Celadrie mapped out.
Explored an attic.
Yeah. You learned the layout of House Leofric and...
Totally
see.
heisting that place later, by the way.
And Fen has
Awful.
discovered the location of an abandoned beehive that he's sending scouts out, so I think you got that one. Learn something new and interesting about the world. Hey, guess what, Goo Girls? Make a new ally or lasting enemy.
I was gonna say that the guy whose house I robbed.
Alright, yeah, I think it's reasonable to assume
Or
that he's
the
going to want
Thieves
some
Guild.
vengeance. Alright, so yeah, I think you got that one. Advance or complete a quest. Oh yeah, I think you guys have advanced enough stuff for this time. Pop that one. Neutralize a direct threat to your home. No, but Fenn's getting there. I think once Lady Blue's completely resolved, he'll probably clink that one off.
Implying Lady Blue will ever be completely resolved.
That statue is kind of a direct threat to my home.
If your home is that guy's attic.
Live where you can.
Alright, so everyone mark down, let's see, 4 EXP. And we will call that a wrap. So,
Right, 201 EXP.
woo!
Only 19 more to go.
Wow.
4, you say?
4, I do say.
Savin, that's a 3 in the chat.
Is it? No, so it is. I don't know how to type. Typing's hard. Anyway, thanks for playing, everybody. Hope everyone had some modicum of fun. See you next week.
24 away.
etc.